2 more seconds. Hopefully everything looks good, I think. I just need to check it on the other end. It's going to look laggy for just a second. I just want to make sure when I pull this up that this looks correct. So hold on 1 second. 2 more seconds. Okay, you heard my voice in the back. Okay, it looks good. All right, just making sure. But welcome everybody back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. So today, our goal and what I'm going to do, and today's stream is actually sponsored by AimLab. I apologize, we got 15 minutes late here. I just need to get my health back together. I keep getting sick, whether it's because of allergies. Luckily today my voice isn't bogged down with allergies. I had like chills and stuff like the last couple days, but it seems like it's subsided and it looks like we're back to normal, I guess, for the most part. But you know how honestly you get back to normal with a lot of stuff and how you create consistency is honestly having good fundamentals, which is what we're going to talk about in today's stream when we're playing ranked. We're going to hop on an alt. I haven't gotten to play a whole lot. I have been producing content and stuff on Apex, but I haven't been able to play to the degree that I want to play. One of the reasons is because I've been addicted to playing Resident Evil 4. That's one, which hasn't been bad for aim training, to be honest, to keeping up consistency. And then two, I just needed to get back on my AimLab grind, because I have been consistently grinding AimLab for about, let's see, give or take, like, we'll just start shooting while we're warming up here. Give or take about, let's see here, 8 weeks, I would say. Oh my god, what horrible sprays. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this. Okay, I just need to shoot a little bit first. Okay, there we go. My 3X is so much better with this gun, by the way, than anything else. What we're gonna talk about today is the fundamentals and ways to consistently improve in practice. And then I'm gonna show you what AimLab scenarios I have been working on for about 8 weeks, which is why when I get sponsored by companies like AimLab, it's such an easy integration. My 2X in this just is suffering. Much better. Still not perfect, but a little bit better. I just have to remind myself, there we go, not to move as much. It's just a constant reminder. Funk Metal, it's good to see you. Urban, Scuttles, Taycon, Triggy, 50 Knives, good to see you. Oreo, Taycon, I think I mentioned your name already. Double Derp, Trevor, good to see everyone here. Gazes, also Talinen, thank you so much for becoming a member, dude. I appreciate you. Making an updated playlist. I'm going to share mine today. At the end of the stream, I'm going to have it linked in the description on the playlist that I use for AimLab. I'm actually going to segue to it just in a second and warm up a little bit on it. I'm going to explain each of the scenarios and what I try to improve and why that helps so much. If you're curious what my ranking is on Voltaic, I'm almost Masters again. I'm literally 60 points off on static targets away from hitting Masters. I have Masters in 5 out of the 6 categories. So... you know what's interesting over the years? Oh my god, it's so bad again. It's like I gotta focus. It's a downside. Just have to look at the recoil then. A little better, but geez. It's crazy how much focus goes a long way. People are saying in the spectating series, like, why do you miss things? What, like, listen, it's really hard, no matter how good you are in a game, to play at your utmost peak whenever you are trying to focus and aim, and they're very, very hard to do together. It's not easy. Honestly, when you're aim training, I recommend even being on Discord and trying to have a conversation. You'll notice that when you're aim training, if you're just silent, your aim is actually going to be better because you're just hyper-focused on that one task, right? Versus whenever you're talking, which is why at the start of the stream, I try warming up like talking and shooting like this, just because it gets me warmed up with like giving comms and doing various things. It's a great warm-up strategy. And it's very interesting to try to do both at the same time. Naturally, when you're talking a million miles an hour, things start to get a little bit more difficult and tricky. That's a better spray, not bad. Okay, so what we're gonna do at the end of the stream, in the description down below, I'm gonna have the updated AimLab playlist of what I'm doing. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna log into my AimLab account. The screen is gonna go dark for just a second. So apologize for the fact the screen is gonna go dark, and then we're gonna load up to AimLab. I'm going to talk through some of these scenarios and why. The only reason why you would obsess about your aim is if you got the jump on the opponent and you got the jump on them and you miss your shots. That's when you know that your issue is aim. If you didn't get the jump on the opponent and they got the jump on you, then your issue wasn't aim, it was positioning. So in the rare scenario, like having good aim can get you out of some sticky situations. Don't get me wrong, you know, right? Even in AimLab, I am a master rank as well. Let's see here. All right, that should be fine. We're going to talk through some of the scenarios that I got here, and then we're going to go right back into ranked. So again, caveat, the only reason you practice your aim and what your weaknesses are, these scenarios that I'm going to share with you at the end of the stream, you know, they'll be in the description. This one, for example, is all about tracking and smoothness. I find it so difficult to talk while doing this. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have a horrible score. We'll do this scenario and I'll explain each of them. Keep in mind, I aim train for about 40 minutes a day, and there's always room for improvement. It just never ends. I don't know where the ending stops, and to be honest, I don't think it ever will, which is the scary part, especially when you're trying to talk. I can do this without talking, and I think I could do a lot better, but whenever I start talking, my gosh, is it difficult. I am actually surprised how difficult some of the stuff is to do when you're trying to explain and do what you're trying to do. It should be, if you're talking, it should be second nature, but if it's not second nature, problem. You're going to see my score is probably going to be like 3,300, which isn't great. My top score is 4,100 something something. My top score is not my average. My average is probably around 3,700, 3,800 on this scenario specifically. I'm so jittery this morning. I need to smooth out, which is why I'm kind of doing this live. And what's crazy is when you wake up, time of day is also important for your aim. Oh my god, that is probably the worst score I've gotten forever. Holy crap. But you know, hey, it's what we do. Like I wonder what you guys will get. I'm usually sitting around 3,700. Let's get a better score. This is so bad. Let's see here, making sure we're good. And then we will switch back to Apex in just a second. Let me at least let me get a better score on this. Oh, I gotta loosen up. It's interesting, you can appear loose and calm, but sometimes you may not actually within your aim, you know? It's hard to focus on multiple tasks at hand. You notice as I start to get quieter, the aim smooths out. That's why IGLing is so difficult when you're playing different roles. And pressure situations and giving comms and Apex Legends can be so difficult. Which is why we aim train, so we can get rid of those issues, those jitters, and create a foundation, which is the goal of today's stream, is to talk about foundation, whether it is your aim, your positioning, your technique, your communication, your game sense, or even predicting where enemies are at. All of that adds up. And considering I just woke up like 30 minutes ago, I guess this isn't awful, but man, 2,900 is not a score that there you go. That's much better. Much better. But you notice I was talking, even when I was talking, it was like if you go back to where I was talking before, I was obviously giving more focus to my speech. You can't give 100% focus on one thing or the other. It's just not possible to do. And it's very, very difficult. You'll notice that you'll become more monotone, or it's like when they talk about texting while driving, right? It's very difficult to do both at the same exact time because you can't. You have to switch one or the other, which is why you don't text while driving. It's very dangerous. You never do it. So in a game, when you're switching gears between talking and giving communication, when you're aiming and you're trying to give comms or you're aiming at the same time, one of them is going to suffer. Our brains aren't meant to multitask. They switch between them seamlessly, which if you're really good at, then you'll switch between. This playlist that I'm going to give you guys in the description down below is a playlist of about, give or take, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scenarios. And it lasts for about 40 minutes if you go through every single bit of it. Do you offer coaching? I do it for free. I don't offer, like, this is another one. This one's a lot easier. But it does, the reason this playlist exists is one of my biggest issues is having smooth aim. So the reason why this playlist exists is to smooth out my aim. So you'll notice that this scenario is very basic in terms of like tracking and reminding myself, just like I did at the beginning of stream. And you'll notice like some of my recoil tracking was like, oh my god, it was on point, it was on. And then other times, it's just not. So the whole purpose of these scenarios, and I have to do them again, I haven't done them in about a week. So shame on me, which is why I'm doing them live. And games like, when you play other games, they can also be good ways to aim train. Like Resident Evil 4 wasn't bad. But it's not tracking. It's all dynamic clicking, essentially. But yeah, this is a simple scenario. But it teaches a lot. Pill track all-in-one, also a great scenario. Tracking a target in front of you that's flipping around. Reminding yourself to flick, but also be smooth. I think this one, I don't know what I had on it, 2,800 or something. This one, I also have a top 10 score. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the community see number 8. A lot of people will give way higher scores now that we're putting this playlist out there more. But tracking, you'll notice that the biggest thing, Apex is all about tracking. Trying to create some consistency here. That's just not there today. Nope. I reset a lot because I'm like, I try to like get a good start, because usually if I don't start off strong, then the rest of it just kind of goes haywire. But don't do what I do. Honestly, just let it play out. This scenario is great for cleaning up that tracking. So when you look at the recoil in Apex Legends, you want it to be smooth. This is pretty much, it's like some of your jankiness can kind of help with the recoil, but oh my gosh, that's just bad. Orb click, this is a really good scenario as well to remind yourself, especially in Apex when you have sporadic movement, everything is moving very sporadically and you're just hitting the targets. Very much kind of like a dynamic clicking, which is also very good. This scenario was actually not built by me, but actually who I was coached by VT Maddie. Remember I told you guys I was doing coaching and everything, and I want to do a video series, but I wanted to hit masters on every category, and the only category I'm struggling right now to hit masters in is static clicking again. I can't seem to get that one back. Like these, even though it seems like it's slow, they're moving at a very weird direction, and it's almost like a circle pattern in a way. And your goal is to try to predict quickly as you're bouncing between. There's certain scenarios that are easier. I'll show you one in a second that's later on this playlist that is much easier. And then we're going to switch over to Apex Legends. We're going to do some, we'll probably do a TDM before we hop into ranked. But I'm trying to ease myself back into things. I haven't been exactly happy with my game. I don't think I'm ever going to be happy with my gameplay. But nonetheless, it's just something you always work on improving. MPXY, also a great scenario. As well as you see the targets are a little bigger, but there's a little bit more flow to it. And your goal is to try to hit as many of them dynamic clicking wise as possible and not get overwhelmed by what you see on screen, but clicking on the target that is closest next to you and just clicking away, clicking away, clicking away, clicking away. And again, I need to do this more. I say it, but I need to practice what I preach. Talking while doing these scenarios. And I usually get in the rut of just being absolutely silent, which is why in Apex Legends when I IGL, it's like, it's hard for me to IGL when it comes to, I know my weaknesses in game. I wish I was better close range. Some of that was my weakness. My strengths are long range, and my weakness is close range. When I IGL and try to calm at the same time, sometimes I'll also struggle with aim. Not long range, but close range. My long range is my biggest asset, and accuracy is one of my biggest strong suits. When it comes to speed, speed is also a weakness of mine. I lack speed and mirroring it with accuracy, essentially. So that's what I've self-assessed. I know it's a problem, which is why I had I mean, VT Maddie pretty much said the same thing. So it means I'm self-aware. It's just having to like grind that out and practice it. Here's another one. This is actually part of the Voltaic series as well. Also a fantastic playlist. It's between 4 different bots that travel. I've hit masters on this one. I don't think I can hit masters while doing this live. As you warm up, though, you'll find that some scenarios start to become a little easier, and you'll start to get more of a flow. And some of them you won't. And the whole point is that if a scenario is really annoying to do and it feels like it's pushing you too far, it's a good scenario. Keep in mind that this playlist isn't for everybody. It's just an example. What I would do is find scenarios with an aim lab that work for you. Scenarios that are difficult, but not too difficult. So even though this is a playlist I'm going to share with you guys, I highly recommend you don't stress about trying to perfect these scenarios. These scenarios are specifically designed for what I find as weaknesses. And if you find something that is annoying and difficult within reason, it means that you probably need to improve upon it. It's pretty much what the reality comes from. Like one of them on here is like control track. This one is incredibly annoying to do, and I find this one so annoying. It's really, really small, and no matter how much I try, it is a scenario that just evades me endlessly. It requires so much focus, and yet I suck so bad at it, which is why scenario I need to practice. So when I look at scenarios, here's an example of scenarios that you want to look at, right? Let's see here. Where is everything? Let's see, like, okay, tasks. Really tasks. Let's go to training. I know they have ranked, and you can see you're all ranked and everything. I like how they have discovery now. But even like when you look at specific things for like game and stuff like that, you'd be surprised what is further down in this list that is custom that'll really, really help you out. And what is interesting that you should try. I highly recommend just going through the list and trying different exercises, and you'll be surprised what is there and that's interesting that could, you know, rather than just the base stuff. I know AimLab has some of their like basic stuff like motion shot, micro shot, and stuff like that, but what the community builds is a lot more effective, like wave click large, you know, maybe not grid shot 3x, but looking down further on the list and seeing what is there and what can push you can help teach you quite a bit. So don't be shy to go and venture out. Oh, you can see the ranks down below. And when you do ranked, like ranked isn't perfect in AimLab either. I would say Voltaic is a lot stronger, but I think this is the best iteration that AimLab has come up with in terms of ranked. Like, I mean, right now I'm masters in it. I would like to be a little higher on it, but you know, it is what it is. Definitely takes a lot of focus no matter what. Even though scenarios can be very simple, it doesn't mean that there's not a level of mastery that you can't come to the table with. That's one of the biggest things, is that always strive for more perfection. Always strive for landing that extra bullet. Every little bit's going to help. So when we go back into Apex, so let's go ahead and transition back, shall we? Let me log into the other account while we're doing it. It's going to be a black screen for just a second, so please bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Be patient. I appreciate you. Because we are going to play on an alt account, because I'm going to do a lot of talking today, and I don't know how well I'm going to play while doing an extraneous amount of talking. And it does help that I can do a lot more talking today, considering I'm not feeling as sick, which is why I decided to do a little bit more ranked and try to be a little bit more educational. I mean, I try every stream to be educational, but let's see what we can do to kind of take it to that like next level. I know I haven't been able to catch up with chat. There's just so much I needed to get information out there personally. You know, they didn't tell me what I needed to talk about or say. I just, I honestly could have been just doing this anyways and like been able to teach you guys a lot. So I know you guys are hearing the audio in the background. 2 seconds. I'm gonna switch it over to Apex Legends. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, capture. Hello? I want to capture it. Keeps default. There we go. Perfect. We're good. Sorry about that. So when we talk about you got to apply the same premise. So if you're trying to train and improve on Apex Legends the same way as you saw in AimLab, you can do the same thing and say, I need to have a better recoil by like a couple more damage, a couple more hit points, which is why I think the stats above are so impactful. So let's say I'm at close range here and I'm hitting for even, let's say 70%. Let's see here 1 second. Let's grab ourselves an R9, shall we? And again, at the end of the stream, I'll have it in the description down below. The full playlist that you saw earlier today. So let's grab a light gun. Let's get them to move. Let's not have them crouch. All right, grab that. It's the idea of always striving perfection. Like, even if you're this close range, like, even that start is horrible, right? 58%, not very solid, you know, like, missing half my shots. And then it gets better and better as you keep practicing it, but your idea is, like, hey, I would like to hit around 70%, you know? And one thing I do, and it's very apparent in my warm-ups this morning, is I tend to over-jitter, over-correct, especially on M and K, is what I need to do is relax my hand and relax my aim. It's the only way that I'm going to find a higher level of success. I would say this is pretty rough overall for me this morning. Better, a little better. All right, reset it. But you'll find as you keep dedicating time to it, even though it seems like it's such a basic scenario, even though like, oh, I'm landing a majority of my spray, there's always somebody out there who's going to land more of their spray and be more consistent. Yo, Taycon, thank you so much, man, for the dono. I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, man. Every week, dude. You're such a beast and a legend. I appreciate you so much. Not as good of a spray at all. It's crazy. But you get what I mean. You're always striving for getting the extra bullet and landing more consistent shots. But even though somebody may seem insane and, you know, they're like landing most of their shots, are like, oh, that's insane. It's like, you could have done it a few bullets better. It could have been a little bit smoother. Your positioning could have been a bit tighter. I could have used, you know, cover a bit better here. I could have used a head glitch here to train. You know, how can I train my head glitches while controlling recoil, right? Or perhaps, you know, maybe I got the jump on them. Maybe I'm shooting them from above, right? Maybe they were here and I got to shoot them from above. Shooting somebody in the back can be a little difficult because their strafe always feels a little unpredictable, right? It's like they're not trying to strafe against you. They're trying to strafe against an opponent. So that's one of the things we're going to talk about today a lot, especially when we're playing, is all of those things. And I'm trying to point them out when I see them. And unfortunately, there's things that you can point it out and see it, but then you have to just train it and practice it. And it takes a lot of time. And I tell people not to get discouraged, and people even ask why I don't get upset or mad when I play. It's like, well, I see the gap, I see the issue. It just means that it's just going to take some time. And it's not a problem if it takes time, because at least you know what the problem is and you can isolate it out. It just means over time you'll get there, but you're not going to be able to like brute force it and rush it. Sometimes people just don't learn like that, right? So whichever angle you have to shoot from, all those things. And then, of course, like I say, the biggest thing is that you got to add some distance, right? You can shoot close range, but add some distance into it as well. Keep backing up. Keep controlling that recoil. Because even though you got him with half a mag, it would be nice to get him at least like a full mag. There are people who train this so diligently, more diligently than I have time to do so, that will beam you like this and ranked, and you'll be like, how the heck did they do that? Lots and lots of practice. There are some people who have played this game so many hours, and maybe they don't always put their time in the test range. Maybe they go in game and just like grab the same gun and get into a fight, get into a fight, get into a fight. But I tell you, at some point, they were losing and they were failing. And all it does, all the reality is to understand based on the encounter, did I take a losing fight? And did I position myself better? All of those questions are you have to ask yourself, and they all make the biggest of a difference. I appreciate it. Goofy, I appreciate you, dude. Trevor, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Let's catch up with chat. I started Voltaic routine where I'm absolutely certain the close and short strafe bot is mocking me. It's pretty crazy how intense those bots get. The biggest thing, try not to predict. You don't want to predict. What's the name of the playlist? It doesn't have an I don't think it has a name. Where was there a badge for today? What does that mean? Do you coach? Yes, I do. I usually do it for free. I don't charge. Crimson, thank you so much for becoming a member, dude. I'm sorry I missed your message. We were popping off there trying to give as many tips as possible. Audi, good to see you. Back to the grind. RE4s was super cool. Yeah, it was fun to do that for a minute. So I feel taken a little bit back from, I was still playing it off stream. I got my playtime. I was able to beat the game in about 2 hours and 30. Granted, I definitely cheesed the infinite rocket launcher. But nonetheless, I did get that too in that game. It was fun. Mowan, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let's hop into some ranked. We'll do it with Watson today. So in a fight, when should a wall jump be appropriate? Whenever you're trying to dodge or you're trying to reload or you're trying to jump your way into a fight. Movement is a defensive maneuver. Or it could be an offensively defensive maneuver, meaning like you're right before you jump into a fight, it could be used offensively. This account is already D3 as well. Okay, so I got another one. We're gonna reload. Hold on. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I can coach today. And these lobbies, I'm gonna get my butt handed to me today, because you saw my aim this morning. It ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be good. It's gonna be really bad. And if I'm trying to be educational and talk through this, give me a second here. I need a little bit of a little something. You know what I mean? I'm only human. I only do so well at certain times, and I'm not perfect, unfortunately. But I want to actually educate and do somewhat decent on the stream, so the only way I'm going to be able to do it. I have a quick question. Is only playing pubs bad for me? There's different things you learn in pubs. Pubs, you learn how to fight. And ranked, you learn how to be defensive, rotate, and take better positioning. And then when you scrim and do competitive, you need synergy with your team. Like, let's say it's like pred level. You need synergy with your team. You need good rotation and good positioning. Good luck with ranked. We should be fine. Well, if I'm at least within like a diamond ranked, so I can educate. Should be okay. Otherwise, bluntly, I'm gonna suck. There's gonna be somebody like, Daz, what are you talking about? You don't. Dude, I know my limits. I don't know why I can't skip this. There we go. I know my limits and what I'm capable of and what I'm not capable of. You know. And because I haven't been feeling well the last couple days, this is my cap essentially. This is what I'm capable of for now. Especially if I have to talk a lot today. I'm gonna be all out of sorts. I'm gonna miss stuff. I'm gonna miss comm. I'm gonna make mistakes. But that's the whole point. That's what we're gonna try to teach. No, it's the same one. I'm 1680 by 1050. Same. Once you use Catalyst Ultimate for both offense and defensive measures, which is why I'm playing Watson for today, because she doesn't have any offensive true abilities. I think of her like a linebacker for a full team. She's like the linebacker that keeps things moving forward. But in terms of creating like an offensive maneuver, that wall from Catalyst can be, especially compared with Seer, is absolutely busted. Oh, don't worry, I got a lot of water in front of me. Did you play Ash trying to learn her better? I don't even have her unlocked in this one. I'm just gonna play Watson for today. I want to get back into playing more Watson. I feel like she's still underutilized a lot by people. What's a good tip for somebody starting as Watson? You got to push more. Being passive is like the worst thing for a Watson. If you're falling too far behind, if you're not positioning well, all that stuff. All right, I mute up because anything negative said on YouTube can cause the whole stream to get demonetized, so I'm not going to risk that as per usual. How's it going? It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to stream. We're going to do our best to talk through as much stuff as possible while playing ranked. I assume it'll go somewhat decently. We'll see. I need to get better on my health, guys. Like, honestly, I think that's the biggest issue. From not feeling well to allergies, it's just been an absolute nightmare for me. How you doing today? Not too bad. Definitely better. I'm glad I wasn't feeling like I did yesterday, or else I wouldn't have streamed. I'll end here. Might be pretty hot. So dropping hot, especially, this is a very popular area. It's a pretty nice, easy rotation to get in. But the downside is there could be multiple teams that all land here. Looks like we got one landing in the back. The reason why they land back there is that there's a lot of loot in the back. But also can be bad because you can get hard gated, especially if we get good weapons. Mozambique Sentinel, that's not bad. It's a server. It seemed like it was lagging there for a second. Wow, they have purple. Oh yeah, well I did say they get better loot. Just gotta keep the pressure on them. There shouldn't be any teams nearby, so this should be an isolated fight if we do want to take this. I don't know if that's another one that has that as well. Looks like they're rotating. We'll just try to gate them out. Almost got my armor leveled too, which is pretty good. I'm gonna pop an Voltaic cell so I can put Gen down so I can poke for free, do a bunch of damage. Might grab that R301 instead. They might just keep rotating, which is fine. Put this here. I might take out the Gen, which is fine, but that's my shot. There's a head glitch that we can get here, unless they all shoot him at the same time right now. Darn it, I should have went up a little further. I'm gonna bat and then get back in the fight. Move forward. Oh, you got him. Nice, good stuff, Resing. That was a free flank by the Octane. That's not bad. I should have just pushed him when the Horizon did. I was hoping that she would back up just a little bit, because I had her cross, so if they were peeking a little more here, I could have gotten them. Instead of just us both rushing him, because I didn't have information of where they were at, left or right, so. But it did get us to clean it up, so it's not bad. I always have an issue, and I try to slow myself down consistently with this, which is why I didn't just run in there and wide swing it, is I didn't know if all three were there. If all three of them were there and we're in a 3v2, or yeah, we 100% probably would have lost that despite, you know, trying to get more shots in. So try to play it a little bit more patient. Is it good to have 225 kills on Watson? It doesn't matter how many kills you got. You can play well with any legend for the most part, whether you got a lot of kills or not. Okay, well, we got some decent loot. Our armors aren't bad. We're in zone. Most of the time what people would do if you're playing higher ranked is you would just slow it down and just wait for teams to rotate towards you, because this is most likely going to pull up here somewhere. How do I know that? Is because based on the map positioning, it's not going to end up here. It could. It's either going to end right or left. There's not enough in here for it to justify, and there's not enough in on the south to justify it. Most of the time it's going to be left or right. It's a 50-50 shot. You just have to do your best to try to guess, essentially, where you believe stuff is going to go. Oh, you know what? They changed the input, didn't they? I keep swapping these things and it drops it. I've lost my 2x. I don't know where it's at. That sucks. Alright, well, I guess we'll slow it down. The biggest thing is that you just keep pace with your teammates. Right now I'm just choosing the Octane because he's usually the faster of the group. He's going for the care package. Are you only using that Watson skin? It happens to be my favorite Watson skin, so yeah, why not? Oh, it's here. Oh, they changed. I hate the fact they changed. I don't know why they changed that. It's so weird.
Got a mobile respawn beacon here. Car SMG here. Extended light, compadres. Heavy ammo here.
Nah, I was about to. I thought about it. Oh my god, my movement. Come on. Just not doing it today. Whatever. I'll clean that up in the test range later. Not bad to at least practice it. Just want to say all three of the RE lives are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad that people enjoyed Resident Evil. Every time I play or I think about Resident Evil, it amazes me. Like, I played a lot off stream, by the way. Still. I'm glad at least my first playthrough was done live because that's the most time I spent playing the game. But as I kept playing it, I shaved down my time to like 5 hours and 5 hours, or 5 hours 30, then 5 hours. And when I did it with the infinite rocket launcher, it only took me 2 hours and 30. That was my fastest playthrough of the game. Granted, it was infinite rocket launcher, so it doesn't, not like it matters too much. But nonetheless, hey, beat the game quickly. Yeah, over time, because you've seen the ring so much, you start to predict where it's gonna go. And here's the other frustrating part is that when you have teammates after you fought, there's no reason to go fight. If your teammate's momentum doesn't match yours, you have to pretty much play at their momentum. I could run off and go do something, but realistically the zone is pulling to us, and unless they start moving, that's whenever I start moving with them, you know? It's just having game sense and paying very close attention to where they're at on screen at all times, which is, there's a lot to focus on when you're playing Apex Legends, which is why when we were talking about aim training earlier, and it's good that, you know, AimLab sponsors, you know, streams like this for today, is that it takes a lot of focus. It's, you know, aiming is just one part of the bigger equation of you succeeding in the game. Whenever you have multiple factors to think about, where your teammates are at, positioning, your utility, aim, you know, I'm starting to repeat, but you get what I'm saying. It's like you have all the other things to worry about. If you can, ooh, they're right next to us. See if we can get these guys out. Two of them dropped out. The heck, where? Oh, okay. Guy was shooting at a distance over there. I could probably still shoot him right now. He's probably just gonna run. What's your... Wait, user? What are you trying to say? Have you played the new LTM yet? Heatwave? No, I haven't. I've been playing Resident Evil 4, bluntly. I've not played the new LTM. Other guy just booked it. He res his teammates, which is respectable. I mean, he shot from a distance to cover them. They probably should have just ran. Also, another thing that I did there from the height, it wasn't played perfectly, but you'll notice how the Octane wide swung, and I was up here, and I surprised the Octane, and then I went for the fight. Positioning is so important, whether you realize it or not, even in a fight. As I just kind of played merry-go-round, and I hit the guy for 55. I thought he was a little lower. I could have probably lost it still. You'll find guessing ring comes with memory. You play the same ring a few times. Yeah, at some point it just... See how it's pulling now? I mean, it's still 50-50. That's tough to say where it's going to pull from there. I actually still don't know. How do you get higher ranks? Patience and putting a lot of time in. Ranked is a time sink at the end of the day. And it takes, I mean, as you keep going up RP, down RP, it's just a time sink at the end of the day. Which is why you see people who are sometimes really high rank who may not have the right fundamentals, or because sometimes they'll play with a squad, and sometimes they solo queue it or what have you, all those fun things. Or you may have some people that just don't put the time in. I sometimes put the time in, but I don't always put the time in for rank specifically. They're very split. I was hoping that the Octane would come this way, because the Horizon was following me. It's fine. You could play one match of Heatwave stream. I know you want to play rank, but you should try it. I don't know. It looks good. Game mode looks like visual color. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I've never been like crazy about LTMs. Like, unless they're like simple like team deathmatch, I wouldn't mind a deathmatch mode. I just prefer like the base game and like just kind of playing what the game is. I really should be running more through the lobby, to be honest, but we just had good positioning this whole time. I'm gonna wide swing that after a top off here. Take height right here. What? Oh gosh. One's flushed down here. Nice. I was using the guy's knockdown. Why is he rezzing? That's crazy. I should have known there was another one. See, like, I'm making some dumb decisions today, and it's just gonna happen. I did play it better when I was using the knockdown, but it was still really stupid. Like, getting hit by a ring right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good. Catch up with chat. Did you know they added fall damage? I had no idea. That's awesome. Let's see what else is here. Oh, there's... See, I'm not 100% here today, apparently. And I could tell just because of how I've been the last couple of days. Like I said, you'll know your own mental and physical limitations, and that also comes as you improve and get better, where you'll know, like, okay, today's a good day, today's an off day, you know?
1 minute. Rings close by.
Wow, I actually went right in the center. I've seen that zone before. I haven't seen that one in a while. It went right down the center. It's gonna end, like, right there. I mean, it's possible it could end on the bridge. This is a horrible ending, though. Somebody went in the center? Oh, it's our teammate. Okay.
Backpack here. Level 3. Don't worry, it won't slow you down.
A few more meters and you'll be inside the ring. I've spotted an enemy.
Oh, they see us. Might as well just start shooting. Zone's gonna close. We're gonna have to end up like over this side.
10 seconds, Pierce.
Rings close and we're cutting it. Close. Charging on my shields.
Other team Valk ulted.
Hooligan on top of it. Broken enemy shield. Care package. Crack the back of the shield. What the? An enemy landed near me, amigos.
Taxi right here.
Taking fire.
All right.
All those spam bullets are down for the count. Shields recharging.
Team on the right might be able to run through. I think they moved actually.
Ejector seat.
I guess they kept rotating.
Aye. Only two.
Whatever I have, I definitely feel like I'm sweating it out. I feel like overly hot right now. Not, you know what I'm talking about? Oh shoot, they're above.
Look over here.
I think we could all use a pick-me-up. They're shooting at me. Singularity deployed.
Need to go up the stairs.
Tossing a grenade.
Yo, crack an enemy shield.
I'm gonna put Jen on the stairs so I can use it as a head glitch. Okay, maybe not.
Combat's too noisy. Shush now.
Arc star.
This is a losing battle right here, but we might be able to do enough damage.
Reloading. Enemy shield is broken.
Dude, there's so much damage that's gone out. We just need to be able to push in. Moving up.
Broken. See me.
Reloading. Charging on my shield.
Enemy shield is broken. See me. Reloading. I downed an adversary.
Shoot. No.
Recharging my shields.
She's up on the roof. I'm gonna push her afterwards. The Gibby, I don't know where you went. I should get her up here. Okay, no. Nope, nope, nope. PK's too good. PK's too good. Understood.
Yo, crack an enemy shield. Down one. Reloading. Killed an enemy.
The question is, where'd the Gibby go?
Okay, 10 seconds till ring close. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I don't know where the Gibby went, honestly, chat. Oh, man.
Rings closing. I like pushing limits as
There's
much
no
as
light.
I, but we gotta go.
Yeah, there's the Gibby.
Just us and them.
Hey, look, we're back where we started.
Right here. Fence defused. An enemy shield.
Shields recharging.
I downed an enemy.
GG's. Good sprays at the end. Good stuff. Once you have the advantage and you're knocking them left and right, it's like an ego thing. You just have to have the confidence just to run right in and just keep pushing, because you know that you control the fight. It's kind of hard to describe why that is, though. Like, if you get one on the cross, you know that you're able to control the area more, because it means that they're just going to hunker down in specific areas and they're not going to fight you, you know? And if they don't fight you, you don't want them to predict where you're at. You always want to constantly surprise them by peeking at different angles. That's your goal. I need to talk more through that. See, this is why I'm trying to do this. Like, I just need to talk more. And I still don't think I'm doing a good enough job on it. Hey, Virgil, it's great to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. I'll try to do better by speaking more at the end there. I need to stop being so quiet. Otherwise, I mean, the higher ranked, otherwise, the less I talk, essentially, unless I'm shoutcasting. Or yelling, essentially. Yeah, we talked about that. That's why we're sponsored by AimLab today. I actually have a playlist I've been doing for about 8 weeks. And I've been really improving my aim, or practicing it at least. you find you've improved your own gameplay by teaching others? I don't know. I guess it reinforces what I know. I don't know if I've necessarily improved my own gameplay by teaching others. I've always had the theory that if I can explain what I do, that means that I understand and know it. And if I understand and know it, that means I at least can take steps to constantly getting better and improving. So even the, like, remember that one spot in the last fight, I jumped down and I played the knockdown, but it was stupid of me to jump down when I know that there's 3 people there. And I should have waited for the res. And I could have held the angle. Instead, I literally jumped down at 2v1. You know, that's not that great of a decision. But you'll notice as I took fights better at the end where I was isolating 1v1v1, you know, where I wasn't just getting shot from multiple angles. We rotated when we need to. I stuck with my teammates. I didn't get overly greedy, you know. I played my role, which is essentially anchor. But you'll notice whenever we weren't pushing that last team, as a Watson, I still moved forward on the fight to incentivize both. It's crazy how it's so hard to get an Octane and a Horizon to move. No offense to these guys at all. But I mean, this is a general problem in like any rank, even Masters of Pred. It is so difficult to get your teammates to push. And because it's so difficult to get them to push, sometimes you have to be the one to instigate the push, whether it's for better or for worse. Once I cracked all 3 of them, or we collectively cracked them, I can just move forward and start fencing and start putting pressure. There's absolutely no reason not to push at that scenario. If we're shooting not to push, then I don't know why we wouldn't push at all. You know, it's a constant decision making that we have to do. I need to talk more about that decision making mid fight. I'm gonna do my best, which is why I'm playing it on this account, because I'm trying to do better on stream to educate. I know you know, being an alt account is not ideal. It's not always looked upon in a positive way, but I'm trying my best to be educational and talk through it. And I'm not the, you know, I don't consider myself a coach. I do my best to produce educational content. Granted, that's why I do it all for free. I don't look at myself that way. I don't look at myself as like the best in any category. I look at myself as sharing the experience and trying to do better with it. If I was perfect in every which way, then maybe I'd be doing something else. I don't know, but it is a work in progress for me, and we'll get there with it, you know. Do you have any tips to branch into competitive? I always recommend people doing competitive also create content, because it at least put your name out there. And it also means that your VOD reviewing and looking at your gameplay too. You'll be worth more by, what's what I'm looking for, by having marketability rather than just being a pro player. You don't want to just be a pro player, especially when contracts end. What do you do after that? Hope and pray that you can get another contract with another org. If you are extremely well known and established, then content will just come. But in the current state of things, I highly recommend being in charge of your own content and your brand. There's a guy that's farther left that's ISO, which is the one I want to push. Pop at least one cell. Hopefully our other teammate can catch up soon. These shots are rough on my part. Nice. Other teammate showed up. We got the advantage on him. There's no more heals. Push. Yeah, we got it. So many more wingman shots I could have landed there across the board. So I kept repositioning and taking different angles until I was able to either teammate could clutch something out or I could clutch something out. Wingman shots are rough though. Oh my god. Sun is doing well. Thank you so much for asking, Austin. He's always something new going on. Could be a little screechy sometimes. He's a baby, so it makes sense. He slept most of through the night last night.
Give me a sec.
Oh gosh, I can't believe they changed that. It's so weird. But I hit Masters in Season 12, but it was my first time trying to hit Masters. Does that mean I'm not worthy? I don't think it matters when you hit it. I don't think you should really obsess about it, I'm gonna be honest. Try to self-assess where you feel you're at, not where other people think you should be at. And you'll reward yourself and feel better for it. If you feel you play at a master level, then it doesn't matter what other people say. I mean, don't be blind about it, of course. If you play gold rank, you're like, I deserve to be pred, then, you know, then maybe there might be some truth to that, you know, kind of mentality. But I wouldn't obsess about it. Focus on your own path and own growth. Here's an example of another one, right? I was #1 sniper in Battlefield 1, but I still never felt like I was #1. I still felt like there was so much more I can improve upon, which to this day means that I was correct because there was so much I could have learned. Close range, positioning. I mean, if I go back to where I was at in Battlefield 1, I still would be, I think it would be a dramatically different player. So your path to improvement never ends. Everyone is always getting better. Everyone is getting better at Apex Legends. The rankings will continue to be more aggressive and more difficult. And don't stress too much about it. That's why I always like, here's an example. Whenever I hit Voltaic Masters, that was like 3 years ago. When I reassessed my aim, I was like platinum. And then I went through Jade, and like I said, I'm literally one category away from hitting Masters again. But it took about, I don't even think 8 weeks. I'm going to be maybe 10 weeks worth of grinding just to get back up there, you know? But that's just the reality of it. You got to put the time in, and it doesn't stop. You know? Why am I picking the R99? I'm going to rock, because I got the wingman for close range, and I got the R301. I'm fine without the R99 for now. I should be able to rock what I got for close range, mid range here.
I need an extended light magazine.
SMU, welcome back, man. Is the new update live yet? I am not sure. My goal right now is to talk through fights, kind of give context, and hopefully we'll continue to improve, and hopefully we're able to share what we're doing. What do you think about Catalyst in the current meta? Very, very strong. Definitely a higher pick than Watson. I still believe in Watson, our old girl, but I mean, Catalyst is just insane, you know? So we got shots over here on the left. So we can get them to move over here. Definitely want to engage on this. Just stick on height for a second. I don't know how many teams are here. Work my way in. How do you bunny hop? You slide, jump, hold, crouch. And then you bunny hop with scroll wheel. At least I use it with scroll wheel. Are they pushing something else? For my teammates. Did they already finish? Oh. Well, I would shoot, but I might as well just get to zone. Yo, Cappy, thank you so much for 8 months. I appreciate you. Which one do you think is worse, last season's scan meta or current zone/camp meta? They feel the same, because I don't think scan meta was any less campier at the higher rank. Scan meta was definitely a lot more annoying. I think it took game sense out of the equation. I think now people need to have more game sense, and so maybe the people who rely too much on the scans just don't know where opponents are at, so they just wait longer. Got them gated here. Are they all dead? I'm gonna try to jump up there. Do you tap strafe? Yeah, all the time. Well, I guess everyone died. It's holding different angles.
Healing my wounds.
Well, that sucks for them. UI is like so buggy these days. Let's go to zone. Outlet, thank you for the amazing tips. Here's to a few more. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I think they need to adjust Seer and Cat as a combination. I think that's the problem. Scan meta isn't necessarily gone when you have Seer able to still run around with the result, and then you have Catalyst able to wall up the way she is. Otherwise, I have no issue with the current meta. So I would still say that scan meta still reigns a bit dominant right now, especially at the high level. Yeah, I saw it. I thought they picked it up. The box closed. It's fine. I did see it though. I don't know why the box closed on me. I think I stepped too far away from it. I was just like, okay. Or I thought somebody grabbed it. How much time should you be putting in if you want to get pred? Probably, I mean, it depends. If you're very talented with your squad and you play a certain amount of time per day, minimum 4 hours a day. If you don't have a consistent squad or you got to put more time in, it's going to take at least 8 hours, you know, a day. Got to treat it like a full-time job at that point. But like I said, there are people who could do minimum 4 hours a day and hit pred. Maybe not even that much. But if it's your first time trying to do it, it's gonna take a lot of hours. So I'm just pushing in. My guy on the right has got the pressure on him. I shouldn't have shot down the knock target. I'm gonna keep pushing forward and get this guy. I'm gonna wide swing him here on the left. Okay, you queued back. There's another guy all the way in the back. There's a different guy. I'm gonna go and finish him up. I'm gonna wide swing to the right. Position this way. There he is. Switch to my wingman. Clean it up. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'll put the gen right here, and I'm gonna re-peek it, just so I don't have to necessarily pop off with a bat per se, but so I can hold this angle. So I put myself a little more positioning. At least gonna create some fences here. I'm gonna shoot whichever one comes around the corner right here. Missed it. I'm gonna take height on the right. I'm probably gonna back down in a second. There's another person on my left, I believe. Yep, on the left. That one's down. I'm gonna back up so I don't die to zone. Don't want to get too greedy so we don't get flanked either. See if I can go over to the left to cut off this other team. He's in it still. My teammate just, I don't know, wants to go off. This might be a dumb play right here. They probably already beat us in. Alright, I guess I'll go back. Maybe they went back in on it. I don't know. I assume that they would have went this way, which is why I went to go cut them off. Okay, there's another team that way. Put a fence here preemptively and hold. I'm gonna bat. The teammates are gonna push forward. I can push out forward after that again. We got a cat. Moving forward. Putting another fence preemptively here. The wall is... Well, I can't see. Got one down. One right here. All dead. There's another team in the back over here. Done some good damage, which isn't bad. I could keep spraying and hoping I hit something. Start nading it. I need to heal up. So I'm going to just pop a bat. Oh, as I move in, I'm going to back up this way. I'm going to climb up height here in a second, just take a different angle. Arcing the one further right here. I can't see anymore. I don't know what I'm shooting. Put another fence preemptively. Keep moving forward. Take height. Okay, there's no height there. Just kidding. I can't see anything because of smoke, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna med kit.
Taking a moment to heal up.
I was afraid he was gonna get one clip, so I stopped my heal. Just to cover him for a second. We're getting hard gated here. We could go... Oh, shoot. He went for 100. That's not bad.
Just topping up my
We're hurting though. If I move forward, I'm gonna just pretty much be doing it by myself. They're split. 89 and the one up top. That's not bad.
pretty close.
If I move up though. The zone's gonna close on us. We just have to move forward. We're dead, we're dead, we're dead. That's broken. I'm dead. We just needed to rotate behind us instead of pushing through this. I should have just called for them to rotate the other way. Instead of trying to brute force. How do I stay motivated? I've been hard stuck plat for a week. There's some people who've been hard stuck plat for years, so don't feel bad if it's just been a week, dude. At some point, everyone will get stuck at a rank. What do you do to keep your mental state happy? I mean, I guess something where everything works different for everybody. Music, breathing, appreciating what you have. I don't know. Everyone's different. Oof, GG's. Fourth place, not bad. I should have pinged in the back.
My rank moved up.
Can you do Diamond Master solo queue? Yeah, of course. I heard stuck plat for a month. Listen, it happens, you know? Honest question, when do you know when to medkit versus syringe or cell versus battery? You always prioritize batteries first. Let's say, if I got at least 50 damage done, I'll usually prioritize a bat. Same for like a syringe. You know, think of it like halfway mark. Also time.
High power weapons, low power. How about
Should I have taken the digi threat for the enemy box? I don't really like the digi, outside of I know that it's good against Bang. And I did see it earlier, but I don't know. I hate the way it moves in front of your sight, you know? It's super annoying to use. But that definitely would have helped there, yeah. I love this the HCOG on the wingman, but I can't stand the digi on the wingman. You ever thought of doing bronze to masters like a lot of creators and pros are doing right now? If I had more time, I only stream once a week, so it'd be essentially like dividing it up between like 4 or 5 different weeks, you know, with 4 hours. Usually stuff like that takes an extended period of time. Even just going from bronze to platinum will probably take at least 4 hours. And then platinum and diamond probably at least another 4 or 3. And then getting from diamond to masters could take anywhere from 10 or 10 hours maybe. I don't know. It's a lot of time. I only stream once a week though. That's why I try to make whatever I do, like interacting with you guys, educational, because it's like there's only so much time I have, you know. I try to make as best use of whatever I got with you guys, and that is the goal. All of these keep moving like that. It's so annoying.
so many lights to go out?
Hey, Mattias, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Back for that light mag, if it's still there. I don't know if it's still there. Grab that one instead. How do you play around your team if they're making a dumb push out in the open and stuff? They're pretty much your meat shields then. I mean, earlier one could argue. I don't mind the Digi on R99. I just can't stand on the wingman. One could argue that earlier when the Horizon went up against that one team using the head glitch, she could have ran into 3 people and died. But I waited long enough so at least I had my positioning, you know. I just didn't run up and just throw that spot out the window essentially. Hey Sophia, welcome. Carry me, I'm in play 3. I have no idea what play 3 is. If it's ranked different, save yourself. In pubs, do or die. I mean, pubs, you just push. Doesn't matter in pubs. The goal in pubs is just to push everything and have fun, you know? A different mentality.
I've spotted an enemy.
See one guy over here. I'm just trying to see if I can create an opening. I saw the queue. I don't see where either they dropped to the right or I didn't see them go inside. Our armors are bad, which means we gotta level it up. Us going into this fight, not knowing what armors they got is just bad, but I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Second squad. So in a wide swing that I got the damage advantage. There you go. So there's another squad though. Shoot. This might be bad wide swinging like this, but alright, I got the damage advantage. I can push. Unless I get pushed on the left. Oh gosh. Got one. I'm stuck. Hello? Got another. Reposition to kite. All dead. Not bad. GG's. GG's. I'm surprised there's 2 squads here though. That push initially there could have been bad, but I did manage to one-mag him. They were taking me in the fight one at a time though. It's the only reason I was able to isolate them out. Like I knew the lifeline was hurt, so she wasn't gonna get back in the fight, and then the person shoved me by themselves, and the other person shoved me by themselves. Each of these people, you remember how I said the other person shoved in? I used them as bait. I didn't shoot right away. I waited until they were in a position for me to shoot, and then I blasted. We're good. I don't need anything. I'm just bouncing around at this point. Gotta look for another team. I'm down to keep pushing. If we can find anybody. But yeah, if we kind of reassess what happened there. I mean, when we first went in, we cracked one, or we knocked one together. This person had the advantage, but with their shots, honestly, if they landed more of their shots, they would have been fine, but they moved up. And then because I waited with the car sitting here, I was on top of it, and I was able to blast them just pretty much for free as they walked in. We knew this person was isolated, we pushed, and then we had the reset. I needed to take a different angle. This was a little risky, like I said, because I didn't know where they were at. But then I pushed in, isolated. Oh, hello. Take that out. Don't ever need grenades. One could flank, which is what I'm kind of anticipating. Oh, maybe they'll push. They're cracked now. Oh, I have no more light. That's not good. Anybody get light? Light? Anybody? I have no light. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Reloading.
Could have been really bad. Surprised I didn't see any other sunlight there.
Mira, light ammo here.
Throwing an extra.
Okay, I can't peek again. Oh, there's light on that. Nice.
We're inside the ring.
There we go. If I can get enough damage on one of these guys like that, I can move up. Certain things take so much damage to destroy. I think they're going to the right. They're just at a standstill.
Enemy.
Knocked one.
I ignore that. Adversary near me.
Hit the eject.
Oh god.
I took out more enemies.
Oh, alright, that works.
Just topping off my shields.
Charging shield.
Not bad. I know I didn't calm what I was doing there, so I apologize. Once they pushed over and they did the damage, there was no reason to back up. Like, we did the damage, we got in, we needed to push. Whether my teammates were there or not, I had to push in because I got the knock. So the goal was to incentivize them to move forward. Alright, just move forward at this point.
Hostile spotted. Must go faster. Cracking into the shield. Got them.
Oh, it's a mirage, a bamboozle. It's another bamboozle. Maybe not. Oh gosh. Whoa, whoa, chill. I'm gonna cheese this up. Taz is aimbotting thoughts. Dude, I suck too bad to aimbot. It's crazy. Appreciate the compliment though. These guys in the back we need to get rid of them. That's annoying.
Giving my shields a recharge.
I'm actually down to push that way rather than this way because it's an open field.
I am repairing myself.
Let's go this way. I think we go that way.
Right head here.
I think they gave up their positioning over here too. If I get shot right now, I'm just dead. But I'm hoping to cover the ground because I think they left.
The ring. Rápido.
I was correct. They did leave. I don't know why they left.
I spotted an enemy.
Yes.
Here's shots to the right.
Care package being delivered.
I haven't taken a shot because I don't want him to worry about us yet. We could go to the far right and then shoot from the far right and work our way in. Because there are people over here on the right. Let's see what's going on over here.
I have somebody. An enemy shield.
Yo, cracked an enemy shield. Taking fire.
Engage
Whatever.
enemy. Reloading.
Seems like there was more people engaged. I'm moving. Oh, I'm dead.
Faster, faster, faster.
I missed every shot because I'm talented. Oh, I'm going to reposition. Zone is closing, which is not good. We need to push either to... Oh, it doesn't close yet. Thank God. Either push to the left or to the right. I need to create an opening somewhere. So some entry damage would be nice. This one's going to be harder to push to the right. See if I can go all the way to the right side over here and work our way in that way. See if this works. Because then we can take a wide angle, you know?
Let's go here. Allons-y.
Reloading. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Enemy shield is broken.
Hostile over there.
Oh, unlucky. Well, I'm trying to get my teammates to move that way, but they don't want to move that way. Alright, so if they're not going to move that way, then... Oh, that works. Alright, now we got a 3v2 somewhere. And we're in right here, so it's good. Are they in this, or are they pretend fighting? You can scale the back of this. Are they leaving? I think they're leaving. Nice push. Should be just one over here. Good duck. Oh gosh, he's gonna kill me. Never mind. Almost. No, 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 no. Whew, close. Okay, that's a little rough, guys. I don't know why they left this building. They shouldn't really have left. They ran over to fight a duo squad and they got punished for it. I don't really know why they left, I'm gonna be honest. He cracked somebody, so I'm gonna move forward. Oh, he's full sending it. I'm not gonna full send it as hard as he might be a solo. That was a solo. With the bow check, huh? Yeah. I was wondering why they didn't shove harder. That makes sense now.
We're inside the ring. I'm positive.
Charge rifle's so busted. It's the only like I mean, if things are broken in the game, you just run them, okay? Don't worry about your ego. Like, oh, it's a cheesy gun. But listen, if it's busted, it's busted, all right? Why do you think every pro player runs it in tournaments? When there's money on the line, you run what's busted. Nobody cares about the ego at that point. So you see all the pro players start running it in, like, when there's money on the line and stuff like that. They'll say, well, it's just ranked. Don't run. I'm like, dude, you run it in tournaments, man. It's the same deal. I might be able to run this way. Yeah, let's go this way. I think they're both over here, and if they are, we should be able to gate one of the teams out. Oh gosh. Put this here as some defense. The other team's gonna get us in the back. Yep, already is happening. Crap. Alright. Gotta cut this team off in the right. This is a little rough. Our Pathfinder's just dead. I try to give him some cover, but this is gonna be rough. He's right at an open bridge. I don't think we're gonna be able to help him. He died at the worst possible spot. Okay, we got 2v2v2. Best possible outcome that could happen right now. My Octane's running in, but I'm healing. I mean, I get going aggro, but that kind of sucks. GG's, let's go. I wish I was able to break down more of those fights when I'm in them like that. So the Octane got a little bit too excited, and I had to pretty much isolate 1v1v1 as much as humanly possible. That was pretty much the goal.
You are the apex
So even though they got a res, so if I think back to the lifeline, so I had the hide on them, and I blasted the lifeline. The other one was getting res, but I'm not concerned because the other team was shooting at them. Cleaned it up. One of them ran at me solo, and then another one ran at me solo, and then another one ran at me solo. So essentially, they all just ran at me one at a time, and that's the only reason why I was able to win that. If they ran at me all at the same time, I would have lost. Otherwise, I mean, they literally ran at me one at a time. So as I was taking those fights, they were literally in the air. I was like, hey, free kill. Hey, free kill. Hey, free kill. You know, it was just one at a time, you know? The Octane ran into that fight, and if he just held height and waited, then we would have been fine. But I mean, it was fine because the Octane was pretty much my bait. Then everyone just decided, oh, that guy's dead, and let's just full send it. And everyone got overly excited as if they all could win their ones, but nobody won their ones. So yeah, everyone jumped at me with a jump pad. I don't really know what that was about. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Relativity becomes, well, relative.
Now, what was the Octane doing, right? We got knocked on the bridge. I think the Pathfinder could have grappled out. There was no way we were going to res for free on that bridge when they were already shooting at us. Right out in the open, it just wasn't going to happen. How do I get better air tracking? Just got to keep practicing the scenarios. You just got to keep putting the time in.
I'm the jump master. Trust me.
We'll go north pad.
We want to land over you.
One thing we haven't been doing is hitting beacons. One team contesting. They have the height side, but it's not the end of the world. Some range.
Got an Evo shield here. Level 2.
I'll let them take that.
Wingman here.
Nobody's on the higher spot. Okay, I'll take this then.
Enemy shield is broken.
It's a good amount of damage to start. We can work our way in. One of them is going to be in shambles. Even if there's two on the right, we should be fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take height. Fence this part right here. Let's take shots from above.
It is complete. Enemy shield. Enemy shield is
Dude, everyone is getting cracked right now.
reloading.
There we go. Push.
I took an enemy down.
I'm dead. Nice. I'm just gonna heal. They should get this. If I push in, that'd be the biggest, dumbest thing I could do in the whole world. And then I'll push in right after. All right, let's go. There we go.
Whole squad's down. We made the right.
Once we got the damage there, it was just time to full send and just push it. There's so much damage already going out. There was multiple times we still could have just kept pushing forward on them,
Less than 30 seconds.
but the knock solidified it.
Recharging my shields.
It's an alt account.
Get a backpack. Shotgun bolt here. Back.
All right, set the beacon.
Need to recharge my shields.
Rings right there. 10 seconds. Examine your
I think the April Fool's event is just for pubs, yeah.
position of the ring.
Soku with sniping actually came from a lot of time within Battlefield. When I remember at the start of the stream, we were talking about how that was one of my strengths is sniping, and like that's just where I put a lot of hours in. But a lot of my close range suffers. It's gotten better. Keep in mind I put a lot of hours in making sure it gets better. But I feel a noticeable difference between the two still, but it'll get better over time. I hate the triple take, but I'm gonna run it, I guess. Alright, let's look at zone and see where it's pulling. We could fight down B since they're fighting over here.
Let's go there.
Probably take height, move mill. That'd be the idea.
I can.
I was about to say, like, you don't want to go this way. It's the most logical spot. We get another beacon over there. We could take height on down beast and then push our way in. Be on mill side, ideally. Otherwise, you know, we get, or here. That's another not a bad spot. Reds, thank you so much, man. First, thank you so much for reaching plat this season. Thank you so much, dude. And congrats on hitting plat. Congrats, man. No audio. I'm gonna stick with the triple take. I know it's horrible. It's not a good weapon for... It has its moments, but man, is it rough. I heard shots over here. I don't... Maybe they moved. I don't know. Mill's usually pretty popular. Hey, thank you so much for 4 months, dude. Appreciate ya. After this, I'm going to try running around and cleaning up and resting more for today. I still have, like, okay, I don't have chills per se, but I have that, like, that, you know, whenever you're sick and you kind of feel like you have that, like, sweat, but you're not sweating and it's just like, it's a cold sweat. That's the only way I could describe it, I guess. It's interesting. I just didn't know how well I was going to play today, I'm going to be honest. Here. I'm an idiot for missing. Good shot. Cracked. I'm gonna take the height on the rock so I don't full... Okay, and he's gonna go on the right. I'm gonna hold right here for a second. Flush. One more hit. Ooh, why? See if he runs out in the open and see if he's smart enough or dumb enough. Almost cracked. Oh. No, I missed his feet. If he goes into the building, he's dead. If he kept running, it'd probably be a smarter play. Kept running. Yeah, there's probably another team over here. This guy's probably just running. I did see shots over here. So we're going to hold height. Notice always the recurring theme is holding height and getting pressure spots. One team over here looking to my left because I thought I heard something. I didn't. Okay. Is there audio in this game? What the heck am I here? Oh, he's underneath me. That's why. Okay. Dude, he's tripping me up. He's freaking me out. Wasting time. Okay, the other team's on this side right here. I'm going to try holding height again and moving up. And then taking my shots at a distance again. You don't have a fever, do you? I think I had one Thursday, but it subsided. The only team we have visibility on is this one. I would like to get up on this rock over here. Rising, can you get us up on the rock?
Yes.
Such a good spot to hold right there. Shoot. Just gonna hold. Give us height, give us height. Nice, let's go. Look at my teammates. They waited. They didn't just get too excited off it. Look at this. Look at, oh my god. If I just would stop missing. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Rip me, dude. Dude. There we go, 63. I can't hit anything apparently beforehand. Sometimes you just hit and sometimes you don't. That was like the perfect moment. Teammates are patient too. This is a downside with the triple take, is that I kept heading in for 19, but I need to wait for the charge to actually charge. Just annoying. What do you mean you got him? I didn't even hear you shoot. She even has a passive bug? What's the passive bug? Yeah, once I wait for it to charge, that's the downside of the triple take. I can't stand it, is the charge time. We're not at a bad spot. I don't know where everybody else went though.
Laying fences. I spotted an enemy.
Squads remain.
Enemy shield is broken.
Ooh.
I downed an enemy. Got him.
Already knocked one. The other one's flush. She's trying to port her out.
Target spotted.
She's trying to port her out. She got her out.
I defeat.
Broken enemy shield. Reload.
Just trying to run in.
Enemy down. A broken enemy. They're shooting at me.
There's a new kill leader.
All right, well, the other guy went through the port, but I guess he was already knocked.
Second offense. Anyone passes through here, we'll know.
We gave up height, but we got the knocks over here, so it's not bad. Even if we got shot from down here, we can get back up somehow, you know? Not too worried. That's interesting.
I need energy ammo.
I didn't know about that bug either. Tempted just to switch guns.
We're all inside the ring.
Yeah, let's just get off this gun. It's driving me nuts.
Care package coming in.
I don't know, I'm holding extra syringes. I don't need them. I need nades. I have way too many cells. Are there any nades on those boxes? My brain isn't working. No, okay. Just making sure.
Care package over there.
What about 720p? What? Why is it only 720p? That doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't be. I don't stream in 720. Stream 1440. Hey, Double Derp, welcome back. Are you seeing the stream in 1080 or 1440, Double Derp? Can't get at a plot too. A lot of patience. Just keep putting the time in. Keep working on our fundamentals and positioning and
Care package over there.
biggest tip I can provide. I think Olympus is fine. Stream is capped.
We're inside the ring. I'm positive.
Hostile over there.
Oh, I think I see the problem. No. Maybe?
There's a new kill leader.
I think I know what to do to fix it. I'm going to go offline for a second, and then I'm going to relaunch it. Hold on. See if that fixes it. Hold on. They're punching me. Alright, hold on. Let's see if this fixes it. Yeah, it works now. As they punch me. It's laggy for a second because I'm tabbed out. Hold on. I'll make sure everything else is fine. Sorry, hold on. Wish I knew that sooner. Oh well, it's whatever. Sorry about that. It's because last game I streamed was Resident Evil, so I had to like adjust some settings. And when I play Apex, I play at a stretch res. Makes me curious what's going to happen with the VOD. Is the VOD just going to be like halfway through, not at the higher resolution, or? Oh, window size wrong? Hold on 1 second. Is it? Should be fine. Yeah, should be fine now. Just looking at it. Yeah, the window size is wrong, essentially. I appreciate you guys being patient on that. Sorry about that. We're holding for now. We have black bars inside. Hold on. I don't see that though.
Feels that charge in the air. We're inside the ring. We're safe.
Maybe I set it to... I don't know if I need to restart the stream again.
Oh my, an enemy.
I'm trying to figure out what I used to set it at, to be honest.
New kill leader. Watch for them.
Because the screen is saying it's fine. Okay, well shoot.
Spotted a numpty over there. Enemy here.
I'm getting blasted.
Numpty spotted.
When you full screen, there are black bars. I'm saying there's black bars. Are there no black bars, or are they black bars? I'll just do it after the game, yeah.
Seconds rings close.
Enemy spotted. Attack there.
Alright, I'll try to fix it after the game.
Enemy there.
Another gen here. I have no idea what's going on now because I've been paying attention. There's one guy there and there's one guy at the bottom, maybe. It's probably because it's from the prior settings. That makes sense. So yeah, just leave the stream and come back and it should fix it then. That makes sense. We're gonna gate this guy. He's got to move. Where's the other guy? Wasn't there another guy? Maybe not. One guy over here. The one over here. I just don't know who's a part of what team now. Yeah, if you close and reopen, it should fix it.
Not sure. Think there's a sniper in the area. That way, call.
I mean, it did help slow her down her game, so I didn't push anything. I think it's just confused because I was sending over different settings, and it now that I've sent over new settings, it's literally conflicting with what it was prior. That's all. Might as well just hold. Good shots, dude. Actually, I'm just gonna slow heal this.
45 seconds, and the ring ain't far at all. Bad boy for shooting at.
I knew I was gonna forget something coming from a Resident Evil stream to this. So, in case you guys don't know, my base resolution is 1680 by 1050, but I output at a higher res, so I can maximize on the bit rate, because I stream at a very high bit rate. I stream at like 14,000 bit rate. I was all mine right there, I could have had that, but I'm just actually hard throwing right now.
Being shot at. I cracked that.
10 seconds. The ring is close.
Now the question is that lifeline gonna run back?
I defeated an adversary. With one step to winning. Rings moving. Let's go.
I should have been up top. I'm an idiot.
Being shot at. Shot at.
I'm just gonna grief this team. They died.
Killed a hooligan. Shields recharging. Need to recharge my shield.
What the heck?
Is that was the last one. Healing my wounds.
What is in?
Eye of the star.
I need a res, but I also gotta get this off.
New kill leader. I make sure they don't sneak up on us.
Dude, there's no way they're gonna let us get that res off.
I'm in trouble.
Bouncer bombs this way.
They're stopping us on shields.
Hold on. 45 seconds. Rings close.
Oh, I got Krabered. I got Krabered.
Reloading.
Need to recharge my shield. Contact with target.
I'm in trouble.
That was a dumb push. That was a dumb push. That was a dumb push. Whoop. I was getting blatantly shot in the back and decided to go for it.
Contact. Jumpy right here.
10 seconds. The ring is close.
Contact.
It's almost over.
The Kraber is just looking at me. We could try to res. Okay, no, or not.
I'm in trouble.
Minute I tried.
They're stopping up my shields.
Rip. That sucks. That was rough. We were stuck between two different teams. That guy who was shooting the wingman shots in the back of me, I should have died like years sooner. GG's. I'm surprised they pushed up though. I know one of them was a solo on the left. Pathfinder was dead. The Lobo was just holding with that Kraber, man. That was crazy. I think so. I think it was a solo rev.
My rank moved up.
We go again. Tab out, make sure all this is good. I'm gonna reload this. I'm also testing it myself just to make sure stream is good. I think so. I think it was a solo run. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, it works. Okay, it's good. Just making sure. I just had to be sure myself. There we go again. What sensitivity do you recommend for controller if you're Watson? I mean, there's plus sides and downsides for each, right? The higher sensitivity means that you're going to be able to at least place fences faster, but still, you know. Yeah, no worries, animals. I'm sorry about the fact it was on the wrong resolution, but I appreciate you guys being patient regardless. Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, it wasn't bad of a match. Wasn't bad of a match. The edges are cut out. You got to reload. It's because it's taking the prior settings. I just pulled it up and it looked fine. What would your biggest advice be for a gold player? I mean, anything from rookie all the way to gold, you just push everything, man. You fight. You got to learn to fight. All right. Looks like they're taking Watson, so I guess we'll play Loba.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, double derp is true. Like, what do you mean you're in gold? Be more specific. Literally, you should just go fight. Yeah, so in case anybody's wondering about the resolution, I was streaming at a different resolution because my base resolution before when I was streaming RE4 was a different one than I'm streaming now because I play stretch res when I play Apex. So that kind of screwed up some of my settings and then it defaulted to like a lower res. So it just is what it is. Why not Vantage? Because she's bugged right now. It doesn't work. Alright, this might be a dumb push. Because we're dropping hot, essentially. But the thought process is that we're Loba, so even if we do get caught out, I could drop an ult down, we'll be fine. Love a Volt, actually, now. Probably find one of my ult. There it is. Nobody land here? Doesn't look like it. I'm really surprised.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 3.
Usually a hot drop.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 3.
Extended light mag here. Level 3.
That's why I said it might be a dumb drop, because usually when it drops close to barometer, everyone drops here. Why not Catalyst? I just wanted to play Loba. Just fun to play as well. Oh my god, I'll never get used to the fact that they patched that. It's so strange.
Open up shop and shut them down.
Hammer point. 1 minute. Ring nearby.
Evo shield here. Level 3.
I could use that.
Is there a better backpack anywhere? Nope. Prefer the close range mag over long range.
Until ring closure.
Pretty much ready to fight. Dude, we are stacked right now. Drop those for the teammate. I don't need that. What do they do for the swaps? They like reverse the keybind for some reason. Like when you press this, one of them throws it in your inventory. I don't know. Like if there's space, let's see here. Ready?
10 seconds until the ring.
I don't know. They just
Grab what you need and let's go.
right click uses. I don't even remember anymore. Honestly, it's so confusing the fact that they changed that it throws me off. I don't remember how it is anymore.
Time's up and we're not in the ring. Move now.
Charge rifle time. Screw it.
Optics here. Mid range.
We gotta go fight some. That's all. We're in great shape. I just wish there was teams here. The one time you land barometer and nobody lands here is crazy. I kind of thought we were gonna get contested right off drop and like have to punch out people and struggle for loot and then clutch out. That's what I anticipate was gonna happen. Late, but I still got here. Appreciate you for being here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the right click across here sends it to inventory. It's so weird. I don't like it. Okay, my teammates are behind, but I am Loba, so I should be able to queue myself out. But I do want to fight. There's still 17 squads. There's a lot of people still left in the lobby. I don't know where they landed, though. I anticipated they would have landed further south with us, but they didn't. People are dying. I don't even hear shots. I'm gonna be honest. It's weird. New Year looks so out of place. What are they changing else in the UI though? Looks the same otherwise. I know I hadn't played in like, I mean I've been playing, but I didn't I don't think they changed that much.
Target over there.
Shattered an enemy shield.
Not as much damage as I hoped, but not bad.
They're shooting at me.
Holy crap. Let me get out of this.
Recharging my shields.
It's a good ult. I didn't think he was gonna put it that well. You're just running though. Now they're running into another team.
Recharging shields. Firing.
Very good. We finished up.
Dead.
Enemy down.
Just gonna finish them so they don't grab them. There we go. Doesn't matter if I get hit, as long as because I know they're gonna take it back. So I didn't want them to run.
Recharging my shields.
Trust me, I'll move up. Yeah, they got a jump pad and stuff. Did about 60. That's not bad. Or 45 actually.
Target over there.
Cracked an enemy shield. Shattered an enemy shield. Reloading.
We unfortunately do not have any mobility outside of me.
Enemy over there.
Let's go this way.
Quick, here.
Hopefully they come over.
This way, let's go.
I hope they move. I'd rather be on height rather than the open. Fight these guys off. It's a duo squad over here. Even if they don't, at least we have height. Yeah, I'm gonna cover them.
Just give my shield a charge. Destroyed. Fence them in.
It's a shame I have to reload. Dude, I can't believe I'm whiffing that. That sucks.
Recharging shields.
Lifeline underneath is like 20 HP. I'm dropping.
Come on. Stay alert. Fog the enemy shield. Reloading.
Okay, this might be a dumb drop. You ready?
Just giving my
The reason why it's dumb is because I don't know if they're here yet.
come again to outside.
Shattered an enemy shield.
I'm gonna wide swing the Watson. I hope my teammates got my back. Oh gosh. Okay, well, I tried. She's at low. I'm crawling back. I'm crawling back. I know it was risky, but I was hoping my teammates had me, and they had me, so that works.
Making contact with enemy.
They're both non-aggressive legends. The only thing we can do in that situation is just one of us has to push. It worked out.
Contact with hostile.
All right, let's go up. I think that's the duo squad from earlier.
Let's explore that way.
It worked out. Where's the other teammate? They actually flanked, which actually worked out in the end.
Setting up shop.
Like I said, it was risky, and I should have killed the Watson a little faster, but it worked out in the end. Sometimes you just have to make a play. Like, if I reviewed it, I probably would at least try to go a little faster. Moving over there, I kind of hesitated on the, like, by crossing. Like, what I did is I swung, and then I just ADS when I should just kept running and then hit fired the heck out of it. You know what I mean? Would have been much more efficient. Cells. I don't need bats. Cells. You guys can have all the bats. I'm running gold, so it's fine.
To the ring, and still a minute to go.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. The Bangler was part of the other team. Probably went back for banner or something.
45 seconds. Rings just up
Hmm.
ahead.
Oh yeah, lifeline could be really great, especially picking up teammates and forcing your opponent to push because they know that you're going to get the res really quick. Lifeline's really good in the current meta.
30 seconds. Rings close.
Once the lifeline was so low, that's why I was trying to play so aggressively. I knew they were in shambles. The Pathfinder was cut off, the lifeline was hurt, the Watson was down below, and she's a non-movement legend. You know?
Cutting. Just a minute. Optics for an LMG. Contact with target.
Optics here. Mid-range.
I could use that.
Still the zipline move.
Rings moving.
Maybe they're not as close as they say. They say they're in the building. Is that true?
Got some optics here. Close range.
No. They take the zip?
Battery here. Here's your birthday.
Well, they're shooting. I'm so tempted to take the zip up.
Package coming down.
Yeah, I'm going up. This is probably a dumb play. The reason why it's dumb, they're shooting though.
I'm in trouble.
Shoot.
Listen up. I'm getting shot at.
Oh, they didn't focus me.
Look out. Grenade. Enemy down.
I'm gonna go over to the teammates. Did they finish the bang? They knocked a bang, but where's the bang?
Let's go this way.
Nice.
Reloaded. Enemy taken out.
They were shooting somebody else, which is why I'm confused why they went down here. Yeah, they're still shooting somebody else up here.
Over there.
Okay, they're looting. I can always queue back.
Shield
I just need to kind of be preemptive about it. I have the heady right here.
hostile over there.
Spotted an enemy shield.
I'm backing out. Okay, okay. We're on the low ground. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Watching the cross. Everyone's playing bang, bro. Another guy over here. I just saw something.
Charging my shields.
I've broken enemy shield. Recharging my shield. Enemy right here.
Watching the cross. I'm just gonna move up. Just gonna move up with them. Screw it. Even there's a guy behind. If we get griefed, we get griefed. That's just gonna have to be what it is.
We've got another squad. Armor.
75.
Shield is broken. Finish. Contact. Look out. Grenade.
Don't want to just get out.
Recharge. Enemy spotted.
It's got one of them.
Recharging shields.
What's that?
Spotted an enemy shield.
Nice. We can move up on that. We can move up on that.
Enemy over there.
I'm going here.
Come on, guys. Move, 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 move.
Spy an enemy.
It's safe up here.
We've got a minute until the ring closes. Recharging my shields.
Recharging my shields.
Holding your cross where you move. See if they move.
Attention. There is a new
Extended hand and mag here. Level 4.
And we're okay. All right.
taking a moment to heal up.
If they need loot, I don't know if they need loot. Just drop it anyways.
For VIPs only.
That was definitely a rough predicament, but it came out okay.
A few more meters and we'll be inside the ring. 30 seconds to go. Found an Evo shield here.
Grab a nade.
Taking a moment to heal up.
Need to move further
I
in.
wonder what we'll find over there.
Is this in right here? No, it's not. It's unfortunate that it's not in.
10 seconds. The ring is close.
Ideally, this house then.
Warning. Movement in progress. Care package being delivered.
Care package on the way.
Just catching with chat. Make sure I'm not even looking in game. I'm looking at chat. Okay, we're good. Just making sure I caught up. RE45 Volt. That's a tough one. I mean, RE45 is busted. I should honestly grab the RE45, but I'm being dumb.
RE45 here.
Take roof here.
Target spotted.
We're not in a bad spot here unless everyone just decides to pick on us at once.
Round 4. Beginning.
Yay, 6 damage. It's a wall over there.
Enemy over there. I hurt them.
Why did they catwall?
Nice.
Team catwalled over there.
Taking fire.
They're so focused forward.
Recharging my shields.
I'm down just to move up. Screw it. If they're gonna move up. Dude, almost knocked 2. They are in it. Trying to get up, hold on. Taking zip in 2 seconds.
Another squad's attacking. Recharging my shields. Reloading.
Gotta pop at least 1 cell. This is such a bad idea to push center like this right now, but it may pay off in the long run. Saw that guy come up.
Shooting at me.
Oh my gosh, everything's in here that I need.
Recharging.
Oh, it hurt.
Hold on, I need to heal.
This was so risky. Everybody could have just dogpiled on us. I'm down for aggressive plays, but sometimes you just don't know. Like, realistically, once this fight broke out, everyone should have shoved us. This is what would have happened, like, Diamond Plus, you know? At least we have height now. That Watson is very aggro, which is fine. Oh, shit.
Hold on, I need to heal.
Oh, better spray on the Octane's part. Oh, no. Thank you, Lifeline. Oh, gosh. Oh.
I'm down.
I'm just gonna have to get spam revived until they run out of nades. This is gonna suck.
Recharging my shields.
Do I have a heat shield? No, I don't. There's no res here anyways.
We haven't won yet. Better finish off those last 2 squads. 45 seconds until the ring closes. We've got time, but not much.
Moving forward.
Another squad attacking.
Ow.
Recharging my shields.
Oh my god. I get shot from so many different angles. I'm crawling back. No, 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 no.
Damn it, that hurt.
I'm crawling back to you. They're just shooting at every angle.
Recharging shields.
A little knockdown for me. Big brain. Oh, it's gonna go through port. I got her though. Yeah, we should have dropped from height right away. We should have just held height. I don't know why the Watson got a little overexcited. It's okay. I was getting shot at so many different angles. That was crazy. I applaud the The whatchamacallit? The Watson for being aggressive. But we definitely shouldn't draw from height though. I mean, when she dropped, I mean there's no choice. It's like shoot, we have to go. Oh, they're back again. We'll do a little bit again. I haven't done a VOD review session in a minute just because the views were a little lower on it. So I didn't know how much people really wanted them. But if the viewership is higher on them, yeah, 100% we'll do VOD reviews. But I'm not sure if that's what the community wants or not. This coming Tuesday, there'll be another spectating video.
Introducing your champion.
I'm the jump master. Don't worry, I'll take care of you.
All right, let's see here. Go wall.
Supply bin over there. I bet that's a good spot. Woman's intuition. Eyes on the prize.
Is Catalyst good? Of course. She's very meta right now. Catalyst is great. How's your day been? Better. I feel a lot better today. I would say, even though, I mean, it took me a little while to get going this morning, but compared to the past 2 weeks, I feel like this is probably the best that I felt in a while. Today, luckily. It took me a little while. I mean, if you said like an hour ago, I would still say very groggy and disoriented, but it feels like as I keep waking up and, I don't know, I definitely do feel better. Shoot, that's unfortunate.
Jump drive in position. Recharging my shields.
Oh, I hit it for 90. Nice, nice.
That enemy shield is broken. Ring's not close, and we only have
Good try, good try. I think it's the first time we died off drop. I saw the bins were hit there. I just didn't think they were all gonna just shove right away. I was like, I just didn't see anybody. And whenever I did, I was just completely caught out. All right, hold on, I'm tabbed out for a second. Are you gonna play the April Fool's event? I'm probably gonna just do rank for today.
and ready.
Whoever said the sky's the limit never left the ground.
I will say, when you're playing at the upper tiers of like ranked, especially when you're within masters and stuff like that, I will say that it can be very taxing to play ranked mentally, which is why I always sometimes I'll skip days where I just don't do ranked, or after a long day of work I just won't do it at all, because you really have to be in a solid mindset to be able to stay consistent with it. Also, don't forget to drink water. I think the biggest issue that I run into is my like brain power runs out essentially. Where I'm still having fun and enjoying it, but then like I will slip up in a few areas, and I know, and it just becomes like I could have paid more attention here, I could have had more focus here, could have calmed better here, and just like to do everything perfectly and have it become second nature, it takes a lot. It takes either a lot of practice or a lot of mental. I always say when you're doing ranked right, you usually come out of it feeling drained. I think that's why a lot of streamers and stuff, after they do a lot of rank, they feel very, very taxed and very tired. Because it does take a lot. People don't realize how much focus it takes and how overwhelming it can be. So I give kudos to all those streamers that consistently do ranked and they really grind it out, you know? Let them take it since they pinged it. They dibsed it. There's like 3 teams here.
I'll take that. First blood already. That's what happens when you get too excited.
Bogey spotted at
Thank you.
Engaging the enemy.
Good shot, dude. It was a triple take.
A few more meters to the ring. And 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, having that high level of focus does take a lot. It's like aim training for an hour and 30 and expecting to have the same level of focus throughout.
rings just a little further. 45 on the clock. Thermite out.
Try to work our way in a little bit.
Target over there.
A few more meters.
Oh, it is real. I thought that was a joke. You see the two? I honestly thought, I was like, who plays like? There's no way that's real, and it was real. That's crazy. That was very trippy.
Under fire.
Why? What?
Charging on my shield.
10 seconds until the ring.
I'm dead. Oh my god.
Recharging shield. Progress. 1 sec. Healing up.
I'm in trouble.
Healing my wounds.
Hold up. Healing.
Recharging my shield.
Got a bandit.
I'm down.
Got an armor swap.
Scoring a grenade.
Care package coming down.
Down the adversary.
Crap. Of course, the last gun I have is a rampage. That was very close.
The whole squad's been shut down. Hold on.
We might get thirded though. Using the rampage at that, oh, that was scary. Never again. Hate the rampage.
Just topping up my shields.
I'm gonna get the, I'll get the res. All right, I'm gonna put the gen in a really stupid spot, but I'm hoping to heal while I res him.
1 sec. Healing up.
Like, this is not a good spot, but I'll heal up.
Just now. No more.
Hey, Mario, what's up, dude? Any interest in Diablo 4? Not really. I'll probably just be on Apex. I think RE4 was my little breakaway from Apex. Even then, it was just like, it was pretty quick, you know? Oh, is that the bangs? We didn't have a bang. Okay, I'm gonna take this on.
Taking a moment to heal up.
That Mirage knew what he was doing. Yeah, I actually, when he ran out in the open, I didn't know which one was real, so I didn't shoot right away either. I waited purposely. I was like, okay, which one is it? And then he shot, and I knew at that point, but I'm surprised he didn't know that I rotated to the left. Oh, the game's not bad, dude. I mean, it's plat, so it's easier, but I definitely need the easy right now, considering... Because Mario, the last couple of weeks, I tell you, I've been sick so much, and I'm getting real tired of it. But I've been finally feeling a lot better after all the allergies and all that crap. It's just been really, really crazy. I think yesterday was kind of the worst of it for me. But I'm doing better. Overall, really, really good, though, for today. Like I said, at the start of the stream, I was a little, like, disoriented.
Lovely.
But I think as I'm going, I think I'm feeling better and better.
Don't drive in position.
Kind of down to fight these guys. See them over here.
Spotted an enemy.
Yes.
Got the heals for it. I got the pay to win. Oh, I don't. That's what to say. I have the pay to win skin. She jumped off the side. Why would you re-peek that? It's weird.
Enemy that way. Got another bandit. Tossing an arc star. Taking fire. Recharging shield. My ultimate is ready. Grenade, move. Catching up with the
I got a no reg on one of them.
recharging shield.
Crack 2. Oh my god, I cracked every single one of them already.
Hold up. Healing.
Okay, they're backing out.
Healing my wounds.
It's unfortunate. I can't make a play if I'm literally 3v1 crossing a bridge.
Let's check this quadrant.
They're gonna Valcolt.
Bogey in my crosshairs. Hold up. Healing. Hold on, I need to heal.
Popping a Phoenix and I'll attach.
Next ring's not close, people.
I'm ready. Honestly, we could have won that. She's struggling for clearance.
Replicator on its way down. Alert 5, Valkyrie on stage.
Oh my god, that's like the worst spot, but okay. Go, go, go.
Burn is a go.
You watch shows and stuff while you're sick? Yeah, I do. I've been working a lot still though. I've been I think that's probably why it's been like so delayed. It's because I'm still like working and pushing through it. Instead of just straight up resting, you know? Honestly, I think we could have fought these guys off. I really believe we could have. I cracked every single one of them.
If the fence gets crossed, we'll know.
Tally on bandit out there.
Yes.
Recharging shield.
That guy's cracked.
Reloading.
Just shove him. He's by himself. Take out the ult. Just flank around. There's only one more now.
Enemy down.
I think it's just a pathy. Yep.
Bogey in my crosshairs.
If he runs, he's dead. GG's, GG's.
Last one down. Ring closes in a minute, and it's pretty far.
G7 Scout goes crazy, man.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 4.
Just need a realistic sight for it though, but it's fine.
Need energy ammo. I need energy ammo.
Dude, was there any syringes on those guys? Did I even look? No, I'm an idiot. Okay.
Over there. Healing.
Healing my wounds.
Lovely idea.
Yeah, I worked so many different like jobs essentially, and so I'm like always busy.
Just a sec.
It's why I streamed RE4 on the channel. Why are we going that way? Or whatever, let's go. I need more syringes though. Dude,
Let's go there.
I'll meet you guys on the other side. I don't have the heals to go through.
Yes. 10-4.
I don't know why they went around. I would be honest. I think we could have been fine pushing forward. Dude, I have two. Oh, I have 4 syringes now, but still.
And we're not in the ring. Move now.
I'm gonna have to take this out. Oh, okay, got through.
Attention.
Healing my wounds.
Hold on.
There might be somebody behind. They made a lot of noise there for a second. Maybe not. Follow me. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
One sec.
No, I wasn't crazy. There was somebody.
Bogey over there.
Taking fire.
Taking fire. Firing.
I'm dead. That sucks.
Box 3, launching missiles.
We're still at 28 points.
Engineering requires patience and ingenuity. Let's just say these skills cost credit.
Quick, over there.
I see how they do. We got our points. All we need is placement. We've been going up quite a bit today. Even then, that wasn't bad. I think if they had my cross there, I think we actually could have won it because that person was just right out in the open. Are they pushing onto them? No, they're calling for a rotate. Hey, Michael, I appreciate you, dude. I'm nowhere near the best. I'm always looking to improve, man. Always looking to improve, buddy. I appreciate you.
Let's go there. Enemy over there.
Clueless bogey
Don't
out
let
there.
them see you.
They have another team that might be behind him. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Getting hard gated. I've learned so much from your channel. You're goated. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Hey, at least you're learning and improving. That's all that matters, man. I got to get back on on the aim training this week. I will be super blunt. I have spent way too much time in RE4. Oh man, it's been a blast though. It's been a blast for the past. You know, I've had fever dreams about RE4. It's been really trippy. You know, like I take medicine and then like I'm out and I'm just kind of like having weird dreams. They crafted my banner. I just realized, holy crap, we're playing with Loba. It's a good thing I stayed. Thank you, appreciate you. I forgot I had Loba. That's insane. I completely forgot about that. I was just staying just to watch. I didn't think they were gonna get my banner. That's so sick. Oh my god, I like how every beacon's appeared on screen. Is that a bug? What is this? That's so overwhelming. I don't think they're gonna be able to get me, but I appreciate the fact that they crafted it. It's nice of them. Oh yeah, Loba was dead for a couple of the kills. I was like, why is your score so low? Might be a solo. Ooh. Have you heard Gundam Evolution? I've heard amazing things about Gundam Evolution. There's a lot of like hype around it. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know why the player base didn't rally around it. But in terms of people who are competitive in first-person shooters, I've heard a lot of good things. How's the stream going so far? Going great. I got no complaints. We've gone up from I think Plat 4 to Plat 2 essentially, so we're vibing. Oh man. Unfortunate. GG's. 6th place, take it. GG.
Let's go this way.
Spotted a clown over there. Care package over there.
Yeah, Plot 2, not bad. I consider this my stream getting myself back into it. This because I know the rank reset is happening this week as well, and I need to warm myself back up to Apex again. All right, let's do it.
Let's pick the right way and go.
Hello, Bill. Hello. What's up, dude? What servers you play on? The Apex Legends ones.
I cannot wait to win this match, friend.
Dude, time goes by fast. Holy crap, it's 32:12. Hopefully I'm gonna get around the house and do a bunch of cleaning and stuff. I sub to you. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for the sub. If you guys enjoyed the stream at all, don't forget to leave a like. Help supports the stream. Support what we do. It's been a good day today. Next week we're doing free coaching sessions. People who watch the RE4 playthroughs, who watched a good portion of it, are getting free coaching sessions.
Here we go. It's a long drop.
I think we're going wall. See what's around us. Team there, one team there. There's like 3 teams going Thunderwatch for some reason. I think they're playing pubs. One team there, 2 teams. Are we free at wall? That's weird. Wall is usually a very popular spot. It's easy to rotate through. That's why TSM chooses this spot. It's easy rotation. The only issue is that it gets highly contested a lot because TSM drops here.
G7 scout here.
Go back for more shotgun later. Dude, that's crazy. Did they use the bolt strat where they put the bolts on the ground? You shoot 4 bolts in one area and then you shoot another 4 bolts in another. Also, I don't know if you know, you could kill Ramon with the golden eggs. You throw 2 of them at his face, he dies instantly. Each of them, I think, do 60% of his health or 70%. Something crazy. There are so many quick shortcuts in the game, it's insane. Ah, yeah, the proxy bolts. I think that stuff is sick, finding quick ways to get out. Yeah, so we got 50 knives, and we have Brian right now, who are 2 peeps who are going to be in the free coaching. I've always done free coaching. I just did the incentive behind RE4. Just, I mean, obviously we're going to be able to talk more about it, and like coaching session will be a lot more organic, you know?
10 seconds to the ring.
Wingman or G7? Let's run G7. I know that sounds strange, but I'm going to do it for just this run. Because I'm insane. There's a skull piercer there, of course, right when I switch guns. That's crazy. It's crazy.
The ring's moving on the map.
Well, yeah, you didn't know about those? I just found out about that recently from a YouTube video. I can't take credit for knowing that stuff. I saw it on a YouTube video. I was like, what? Somebody threw 2 golden eggs at the guy and he died instantly. I was like, bro, that's crazy. You played Resident Evil Village? Yep, 100%. I might switch back to sniper since I got a 4x8.
Keep eyes on the new kill leader.
I need light ammo.
Care package coming in. Found an evil shield here. Level 2.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 2.
To the primal knife? I actually don't have that one.
Here. Level 2.
How do you even get the primal knife again?
Armory out there. It's IMC.
I gotta check. Right now I'm trying to get the Chicago sweeper. That's the goal right now. I just got Ashley the armor, and I'm gonna get the Chicago sweeper.
I'll join you in the vehicle. Friend.
Make way, I'm joining you.
How do we sign up for coaching? It's always done in the Discord, or I let people know how I'm doing like free sessions or something.
Kind of.
Bolting out of the trident here. That's a little bolt.
Hacking this armory.
You know, I'll get the R3.
Cargo access requested. Validating credentials. Alert. Threat detected. Activating sentries.
blasting our Wraith in the back. Ayo. Should have mag on this thing. Hopefully I get one of the bins. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you get it from the statues. I think I only got like 8 of the statues still.
Optic clear. Close range.
Yeah, that's his bin. Nice, got a 3x though. It's a shame there's no mag here, but I mean the 3x isn't bad either, you know? Oh, there it is. Nice.
In 30 seconds,
Grab the extra HP just in case we gotta rotate. In case we get stuck here, we gotta go all the way around or something stupid. Oh, I did the silent merchant. Granted, I did it with the infinite rocket launcher, but I didn't talk to the merchant once. I had so many heals stockpiled that I didn't need to talk to the merchant once. That's crazy. I know that has like a point. Oh shoot. Oh god, I'm in the worst. Oh Jesus. Well, I didn't realize people were there. I screwed up. Right when I landed, I was like, oh god, I'm so screwed. I don't think my banner is obtainable, I'm gonna be real. I was literally stuck in between them. Oof, that sucks. Yeah, we're talking about Resident Evil. I know it's not the context of Apex Legends, I'm sorry, but it's just... I've been playing a lot of it recently, and so that's what I've been, like, addicted to. Oh my god, he's going for it. Oh my god, the damage is huge there. Don't worry about me, I appreciate the effort, thank you, dude. I know, I flew right in between them, I didn't know they were all there. Oh shoot. I should just told them not to go for me to begin with. His banner might be safe. Oh, they're right on top of him. What were your favorite games growing up? That's why I played Resident Evil. I played a lot of it growing up. The Resident Evil series in general. I remember I had said ahead of time. You see, this is where when you said like the focus and the brain power. What happens within ranks? Sometimes you just lose a bit of focus. Like I clearly said that there might be a team at the choke, and yet I still went all the way through it, and ended up in between 2 people. It's rough. You just have to be like, your brain just has to be operating at like all cylinders every moment. I enjoyed a lot of MMOs too. I played a lot of World of Warcraft at one point. I don't think a lot of people knew that even in high school, how much I played World of Warcraft. There's a lot of things people didn't know, that stuff I was addicted to. Good stuff, and obviously not like anything horrible. Good patience on getting the banner though, that works. I'm tempted just to back out. Because I mean, they can't, in this case, they actually can't get my banner. And I'm not too crazy about RP points. So I'm gonna go ahead and just head out. Because my banner already timed out. It's fine if I lose points. Hey Tyler, it's great to have you here. Hope you're doing well, dude. What I play a lot of Resident Evil, Guitar Hero was fun, World of Warcraft, Star Wars Galaxies. Jeez, what did I play? Would you play ranked with me next split if I get time? I don't always have the most time. Dude, I was like a shut-in. It's funny. I remember like we'd have all those after-party shows. Man, I'm such an introvert. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna chill, man. You know what's funny? I grew up wanting to just what do you call it? Oh, Bloody Roar! What a great game, yeah. I mean, later when I got older, obviously it was Battlefield. I spent a lot of time on that. It's funny where life takes you, you know? Like, okay, I spent a decade in New York thinking I was do acting, and I did some stuff, like got to be on a Broadway play and stuff like that. I remember growing up, I wanted to do voiceover work. I never thought I would do voiceover work, and then here I am doing YouTube. I never even thought YouTube would be like a career option. But I mean, I do other stuff besides YouTube. I mean, general manager of SOAR Gaming, so that also is like about half the income, and then you know, we do sponsor stuff like this. You know, shout out to AimLab for, you know, always supporting the content and stuff we do together. We got a big project that we're working on together. We just haven't been able to launch it yet. But there is something in the works, by the way, which is good that we, you know, that we do this. And then of course YouTube. I mean, there's plenty of other ways to. There's more money in Fortnite and other stuff. So if I wanted to make more money, I would just literally just play Fortnite if I wanted to make more money. But I really actually enjoy Apex. The CPM is higher in Fortnite. It's higher in Minecraft and so many other games. So the best advice is just because I was posting this content without making money at one point, and then all of a sudden it starts making money. It's just interesting where it takes you, you know? It's true. It's very true. I don't think I make that great of a director, but I learned a lot from that. It was fun. Let's go, Nintendo. Now they're landing barometers. Like, you see what I'm talking about? We land a barometer. Look how many people are there. And then I land antenna. There's two teams there, one team there. One time we land here, an antenna, and there's nobody here. I just, you know, sometimes people land in those strangest spots, man. Oh yeah, I mean, Sour's still killing it, man. We're still doing a lot of amazing work. Very happy and proud of what the team has put together. I know the gaming scene is always very volatile, but I mean, there's always a consistent through line. You know, as long as you just put in the hours and put in the work, it'll pay off. A part of me misses the shows, but man, it's weird to think about with like COVID around and stuff like that. It's like, are people still doing shows like that? Is that still even a possibility? Like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Modern days have changed a lot, man. I can't click fast enough. Oh my god. Give me a week and I will be just fine. Ping the charge rifle, drop it, ping it again. Why? Why would I do that? Tell them that I'm cheesing Apex Legends? Checking what's in the crafter. Couldn't remember. You know, honestly, I'm just gonna give him my armor. Give it to this guy. Here, swap armors. I got a charge rifle, so I can level it up. Here.
Found an Evo shield here, level 3.
I'll give a lifeline the blue. I'm very confident I can do enough damage to, and I think they'll be better off with the armor. Unless she keeps running away from me. Oh my god. Lifeline, I'm gonna give you the blue armor. Come here.
Feels that charge in the air? Found an Evo shield here.
There we go.
Level 2.
Just a moment. Crafting.
Honestly, I'll just craft up my armor.
Attention.
Yeah, I'm just gonna craft it up.
Another eliminated champion. Bye-bye now. Just a moment, s'il vous plaît.
All right. Well, there was a lot of teams barometer, and it might pull there, or I assume it's gonna pull this direction of the map. So we'll just work our way that way. Let's go this way.
Let's go that way.
Like there was 2 teams here, they probably fought, and there was a million teams here. The heck? What'd I tell you? Did my teammate shoot?
Kill leader. I'll make sure they don't sneak up on us.
I don't know. Trying to cut off a team here, hopefully on the left. Oh, there they are.
I see an enemy.
Oh,
Care package over there. Here's your best then.
it's unfortunate.
I hit somebody.
You don't want to get sandwiched. Did they see somebody there? Or are they lying to me? Because they diverted my attention saying there was somebody there, but I don't see anybody there. Okay, this is a dumb spot to take shots from because I'm out in the open. Making my way downtown. I mean, if they can't hit me, they're either on roller or... I don't know. I don't know why they're struggling so much to hit me. Are they running?
Oh my, an enemy.
They have not repeaked since. Oh, they're there.
Frog out. Good luck. Frog out. Recharging my shields.
It's not the best position to peek from, but I'm gonna try. Okay, they backed up and gave us positioning, so we could push forward if we want. I'm gonna let myself passive heal this.
Nearby.
I can't tell if they're just mispinging or what they're doing. It's definitely throwing me off because then I hesitate. This team on the south should be isolated. That's why I keep pushing forward. Oh, they're running.
I spotted
They're running. They zipped away further.
the enemy shield.
Let's go forward. Ring console? Yeah, I should have hit it. They zipped into a fight. I'm tempted to take the zip over. Still have a darn Spitfire though. Where I'm going. See, your ult is down. I think they just mopped it. Teammates are with me. Don't see anything down underneath.
Fence them in, fence them out.
Nice.
Enemy down.
Enemy right here.
Reload.
An enemy. I'm out of sniper ammo. There's
Okay, I went for 81 and I cracked the other. They were shooting at another team though.
Reload. Enemy taken.
Shoot. Top off. Oh, I didn't slide. No.
You lost. Time to go home to your loved ones. Or you say, and I'll go.
I think we took that fight just a little slower. I applaud them for pushing it. And I think we should have taken, once we got like the cracks and everything, there was another team. I think the other team is the one that actually won at the end of the day. We just got too stuck in the mix of it, unfortunately. Not a bad fight, though. Is if I'm solo queue Katos plot 1, should I play aggressive for KP? Ideally, you play aggressive at the start, and then you slow it down once you have placement and go for positioning. If you're Catalyst, you should at least hit the console so you know where the end zone is, you know? Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for by going up on height, but they were really in it. I think if I just stayed on height and then just griefed the Pathfinder and just chilled and then just covered, I think we would have probably came out ahead. Just more patience. It's like you like there's always a tip. You know, all pros, they tell you go fight, go fight, go fight, go fight. The idea is to go fight up until you can be more patient. If that makes sense. You want to get up to the fight so then you can start making decisions. That's what pros mean by saying go fight. Because you can fight and then be right in the thick of it, but at least you're playing patient, knowing when to push and not push, if that makes sense. I have an exam tomorrow where 60% of my grade. Kill it. You got it. Don't stress. Hopefully you study, you know this, and go get it, man.
A match a day keeps the doctor away. Just kidding. I'm made of metal.
Get ready to stitch him up.
Oh man, excuse me.
This is your champion.
All right, let's get it.
I'm the jump master. I lead the
Like how we were on the hill. I mean, granted, I did a lot of damage, so it wasn't not necessarily bad to push, right? Let's go here. Bet you there's gonna be a million teams. So it's not a bad thing to push, right? But if we know there's another team nearby, well, what is the most logical thing that'll happen afterwards? Just a third party. So realistically, you hold up on the hill, let the other team push in, or let that duo just battle it out until you're able to work your way into the fight. Your goal isn't to ego fight. Your goal is to get as much of an advantage on the fight as possible. Bro, I need a gun. I don't have a gun. I'm gonna drop down and find a gun and come back up. It's a gun. Even better gun.
planting fences. Recharging my shields.
One of them down.
Feels that charge in the air. We're inside the ring. We're safe. An enemy
Cracked him. I'm gonna wide swing it.
reloading. I downed
Got
him.
burned?
Recharging my shields.
Kill confirmed.
Have to drop. Coming back up.
Recharging my
This might be another team.
fence placed. Anyone got the area? We'll know.
Tango near me.
Oh my god, there's I don't know how many teams are here anymore. Block that off. That sucks. Man, I don't even know. That was a lot of teams. Best thing we could have done was just ran, but we knocked quite a few of them. Maybe I didn't need to drop all the way, but yeah. At one point. I think Gibby's a great solo queue legend. He's great for the team. Good for resets. Gibby is why he was so meta before. I mean, he's the only reason he's not meta now is that there's just some options that are better, you know? All right, let's just try to get some of them. We're good. We're good. Oh, we missed like one bullet the whole time. It wasn't bad. I don't know how they are in console, but I approach it with the same fundamentals and mechanics, and you should be fine.
Lock and load, rinse, repeat. It's that simple. Prepared. Let's get to it. I'm ready.
Introducing your champion.
Ach, dinna fash yourself. Cause I'm the best. Got you on my side. I'm the jump master. I'll lead the way.
All right, let's try wall again.
You can't beat the view from up here.
See if we get jumped. They didn't hit these bins. They're across the way. Try to get something with a little more range, but that is an energy weapon.
Enemy spotted.
Good amount of damage. Good start.
I'm in trouble. Just topping off my shields. Throwing thermite. Tossing thermite.
Contact with hostile.
I can get the cross. Hopefully he peeks him. Oh my gosh, that's unfortunate. I shouldn't get pushed because she's got my cross now.
So close.
Oh god.
I'm down.
That enemy shield is broken.
Double timing it.
Just topping off my shields.
Recharge. Pop and smoke. Hostile. We're down. Get ready.
I still have. Enemy shield is broken. Teeny.
I am out of a lot of resources.
Ring closes in 10 seconds.
I'm gonna get the swap. No! I was trying to go for the swap. I thought she was still downstairs. It's just unfortunate we got thirded by another team mid-fight. This was a duo, and then we essentially had a duo here. We just got pushed at the wrong time, man. We go again. I know that personally was down, was probably calming that I was not finishing them. I just thought I had a little, maybe like 2 seconds extra, and I could just turn and then shoot. I just thought I had that time, and I guess not. That was a misjudgment on my part. Hey Des, I'm recently had trouble with my positioning in fights where I wide swing too often. I always tell myself not to wide swing every fight, yet I do, and I'm struggling to sort of get that down. Always wide swing. You can wide swing, that's fine. Just when you know that you have the advantage in a fight. Let's say you do 150 damage, it's perfectly fine to go for it. You know? Now, if you know that there's 2 people in front of you and you're wide swinging, you're just going for it, but you don't know if your teammates have your back, it may not be the smartest idea because you know you're going to get shot by 2 people on the left, right? So just try to make sure when you're pushing something that you always have an advantage and that you're always playing the optimal spot. Just pushing something for the sake of pushing isn't going to get you anywhere. At lower ranks it works. It works in rookie, bronze, silver, gold. I would say it even works to a degree in plat. Once you start getting to diamond, let's say you just trade a good amount of damage. If they even did 100 damage to you, you're just going to get wide swung yourself because you now are at a disadvantage health-wise, right? And if you wide swung and your teammates don't have your cross to be able to see you, well, then you're just going to be in trouble. Hey, Naveen, what's going on? Hello, hello. It does get harder when you get to plat 2? I don't think so. It was around the same. I think it's more RNG. Yeah, no worries. You could have games early on where you run into some good luck and some where you don't, you know? There's some matches I could have died much earlier and then or made a mistake, and it just sometimes luck is on your side and sometimes it isn't. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure. I think plat all plays around the same though. To breeze through plat until I got it to plat 2. I don't know. I've always felt like it was always the same. Like even through diamond, even when I get to diamond 2, the lobbies are always the same. It's just sometimes you get a better lobby and sometimes you don't, you know? At least that's from my experience. I've been at like diamond 3, diamond 4, and then you're just facing nothing but masters and preds. It just kind of depends like what you get, you know? People advertise or cheat for Apex on YouTube through ads? Don't report those ads, dude. Open your packs is alt account. It doesn't matter what packs.
I don't fear anything. Can you say the same?
I mean, sometimes you'll get into an easier lobby, sometimes a harder one. So as long as you just kind of play consistent, it's not bad. Keep in mind, I'm dropping hotter into these areas. Like I know what that means. If I want to play safer, we just say, okay, let's go over here. You know, we need to go play safe. I've been choosing some hotter drops and just kind of going into fights. You'll notice early on we were kind of playing a little slower, and then I was dealing with my resolution and stuff like that. And that kind of changed things a little bit. It's always ideal to play it a little slower rather than just rushing into everything, you know? Like we'll land here, we'll get our loot, and then we'll rotate, and then we'll go fight, you know, and then we'll get higher placement, and this might be the game that plays better, you know. It's just, to be fair, I've been dropping a little hotter than normal, and sometimes you clutch out, sometimes you don't.
Backpack here. Level 1.
Extended light magazine here. Level 2.
I need it.
Should be able to hit the beacon, it'll work. Should time it. Yeah, there we go.
Makes me happy. And also confused why you left.
Next location is on your map. Have a look, s'il vous plaît.
Like I said, maybe I'm just really unlucky. Maybe it's also the timing in the season whenever I played, but I was facing pretty much Masters and Pred around like D3. Sometimes the time of day also helped, but it wasn't always perfect. Hello, Goron. What's up?
Time to strategize.
Probably depends on region. I just pretty much go whatever the default server that Apex gives me.
That's the first of many lights.
I don't really ever change servers
1 minute, friends.
The ring is near.
unless the server's just really laggy, which I've changed because of that, where it's like the region's just down bad for some reason.
Could use that.
Is there a good way to drop hot? I mean, just as long as you're landing on guns and then you guys are coordinated to clutch out, but it's still gonna be RNG. Even if you land with a really good team, it's still up in the air
Leaving my signature.
what that's gonna look like.
Everyone knows I'm really cool.
You just need to be really coordinated with your team though. And if you're playing with randoms, it's not always the easiest or ideal situation, you know?
Close.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I said, there's always no reason to get upset. And to be very fair, one of the other games I also threw, remember I flew in from here to there, I threw that game,
Friends.
you know?
G7 Scout here.
So that was also a match I threw.
R301 here.
I just flew in, we clutched out here,
Optics for a marksman.
and then we got gated over here. This, for some reason, my teammates, remember they went all the way around this way? When we could have just beelined it here together? That was a really strange rotation at that point. I found that really strange. I didn't go with them because I didn't think I had enough heals.
Care package coming in.
Optics here.
But that's also the luck of the draw with teammates too, you know? And I remember I like was messing with the settings up here and then we actually got some good placement down here. So it's all, you know, you never know. We could have got thirded while I was doing all that stuff, or we could have gotten pushed. And they were kicking me out in the open.
Thanks, best girlfriend.
You may not have seen, but like whenever the stream, it's probably going to tie in together. But I was being punched out in the open by them. I don't know if they're trying to get me to move or what they were doing, but
Care package over there. IMC Armory right here.
do they want to do that? There's no rush. I guess why not? Get better loot.
Leaving behind my signature to say hi to my enemy.
Hey Chelsea, welcome. Welcome back. Hello. I mean, there's still 16 squads, so I guess it's fine. Might as well.
Cargo access requested. Validating credentials. Alert. Threat detected. Activating reserve sentries. Activating reserve sentries. Activating reserve sentries. Override in 30 seconds. Activating reserve sentries. Activating reserve sentries.
Just killing all these guys.
Override in 10 seconds. Activating reserve sentries.
I remember these used to give you so much better ammo. Or armor. I meant.
Backpack here. Level 3. Extended light mag here. Level 2.
Optics here. Mid-range.
I guess we're good.
Recharging shields.
Didn't hit their bin yet.
I need an extended
No craft. Probably craft armor's up in a second.
In 30 seconds, armory will open automatically.
Thanks. This present makes me happy and also confused.
Yeah, I want to fly out. Let's not land on a random team, right?
Step as you exit.
Hi, friends.
Weapon supply bin there.
One moment. No. Might be something good this way.
Enemy. Not location interests me.
Okay. Are they pushing? Time to fight it.
Keep eyes on the new kill leader.
Oh, that doesn't switch it.
Target spotted far off.
You're forgetting that. That's so annoying.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Taking fire.
Try to get an off angle over here.
They're shooting at me.
Oh my god, they're so low moving up. Oh, they ported him.
Half the squad remaining. Replicator drop cleared and the true test begins.
The enemies are shooting at me.
These ties bind.
Throwing an
This is such a risky move up, but I'll try.
fence deployed. Defense is complete.
I'm under fire. I shattered an enemy's shield.
Got a bat. One of them's really low. Oh, they got him. Okay, he'll push that way. I'll push this way.
Reloading.
Enemy shield cracked. I'm under fire. Reloading.
Nice, move up.
I downed an enemy.
Reloading. Using grapple.
Enemy shield cracked.
Took out.
Finding them. Reloading.
Reloading.
Alright, GG's.
I'm out of energy ammo.
We beat the champion. I wish Papa could see me now.
Run 2 3X's, why not?
Recharging shields.
Such a risky pull up. That's why I put the nades there at first to try to move up on it. I knew like once we're taking shots, like we have to fight that essentially. I mean, we've already kind of committed pretty hard.
Never mind.
Hey, what's going on, NBA? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Moving here.
Let's push in. Are servers super laggy? No, they haven't been bad for me. I'm not on that's EU servers. I'm on US.
We'll be well positioned there.
Okay.
Deathlock's there. Use this gravity cannon. Closed door there.
Setting a fence.
He decided to go across.
Feels that charge in the air?
Care
We're
package
inside
over
the
there.
ring. We're safe.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 3. Shield cell here.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Nobody around? Crazy.
Care package. I love loot.
One thing people don't do enough of in ranked is looking at various angles and just being very active. Looking where you believe opponents are at. You just do it out of habit, looking at every choke, you know?
Enemy far off. Additional supplies.
Care package over here.
I didn't even see that. I don't even know what he's talking about.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 3.
Mid-range.
He pinged, I just don't see it.
Zipline here. I'm going there. You would be wise to follow.
I'm not here.
Setting up a zip line.
Ah, maybe they pushed in. That makes sense now. Maybe he saw them for like a split second. Well, me and the path are in.
Laying fences. Anyone passing through here? Reloading.
They're dropping a replicator.
They're in that building there.
Fighting that way. Enemy over there.
Dude, they kept running. We should go back to zone.
The enemy is inside.
Enemy shield. Direct hit.
Just go back to zone. Might as well at this point.
Hi, friends. Leaving my signature behind so everyone knows I'm really cool.
Let's just go. The zone is literally going to close in a minute. We're just going to get gated. Everyone's just running around. Oh, hello.
Spotted. Far.
Recharging my shields.
Oh, I'm down for that. That sounds like fun.
1 minute before the ring closes. We have time.
Andre, I think you'll watch one of your videos and go from plat 4 to diamond one day. Congrats, dude. That's nice, man.
Enemy over there.
Enemy at that location.
Watch out for the new kill leader, friend.
Have to move towards us.
Fly on a zip line. I am.
Fence placed.
I shattered an enemy's shield.
Oh no. That's spot attacking. Broke that enemy shield.
Oh, when the G7 shots don't hit, man.
Recharging.
Enemy far off. We're inside the next ring. Superior.
It's not like these guys are going to push off of anything.
Care package incoming. Enemy at that location.
Shots from another squad. Escort the hit.
Enemy in the distance.
All right.
Just topping off my shields.
They have to move. They're not even in there.
I spotted
They're not even in that building.
I hit somebody.
They're all in shambles over here. No, I'm a Jen. Somewhere in that smoke right there, I just don't know.
I'm under fire.
I have no idea where she went. That's some crazy bang smoke. They have to leave. Wait for them to move.
And still a minute to go.
They're getting shot by somebody else too. 50 seconds. We all need to move in a minute, literally.
45 seconds and a nearby ring. We strategize. Enemy there. Shoot him. Shields are depleted.
Just holding for now. I am the non-mobile legend, so I have to run.
Only 30 seconds left on the throwing thermite grenade.
Enemy here. Taking fire.
I'm so focused on these guys, though. All right, we gotta move now. Let's go back.
Target acquired. There.
It should hit my fences there
Shields are depleted.
if they take that.
A new kill leader. We have our target.
Progress.
Ring's moving. Let's go. Allons-y.
Are they just gonna? What are they gonna do? I'm confused.
My ultimate is
Enemy in the distance.
Put Jen right here, and then I'll cover the cross.
Shut down. More storms. Engaging the enemy.
Back is clear.
Enemy far off.
I am taking fire.
If I got a crack on this, I'm pushing on this.
Taking fire.
Firing.
Our target is here.
This guy with the bow is not fantastic.
I'm in trouble.
I'm just not aiming high. There we go. Nice.
Reloading.
Recharging shields.
Moving up.
I'm under fire.
Tossing a grenade.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Shields are depleted. Eliminate the enemy.
They got the crosses right now. They just don't want to move.
Against your enclosure. We're so close. An enemy
126 on one. 90 on another. I got a bat. The other two could push though. That's a good amount of damage.
Recharging shields.
These bonds aren't easily broken.
Alright. Oh shoot, okay.
10 seconds. The ring is close.
Get ready. It's zipline time. Giving my shields a recharge.
Did they back out? Well, they gave us a spot. That's weird. Who does that?
Putting down the fence.
That was why? Why'd you give it the spot? I don't understand.
It's good for an electrical engineer.
Boyfriend Mirage is afraid of you.
Target here.
More friends are coming to kill us. There's another squad.
Darn it. And they're gonna get him up. Now we're dealing with this team in the back.
Cut down the enemy. Another enemy falls.
Oh, bro. Try to drop. Try to drop. The zone's still gonna hit you.
2 enemy.
No!
Our squad mates. The enemy is moving in.
I don't even think there's a zone I can pick him up, man.
Ring is near. 40. Shooting. Taking fire.
This is gonna be a dumb swing. Ready for this?
Enemy is in
Down an adversary.
before the ring closes. Use it well. I shattered an enemy's.
I need a bat again.
I'm under fire. Cut down an enemy.
I'm getting shot in the back. Okay, second place. We'll take it.
Entire squad falls. One squad.
1-4 did a lot of damage.
Sure test of superiority. 10 seconds of shooting. I'm under fire.
Yeah, it might be one actually. You might be right. Trying to see what I see. I just see a bang right now. Try to ping where she's at. On this rock. Nice. I'll let you know if she's healing. Nice. Good job, man. GG's. That worked out. Notice this is the one game that we took slower at the start. If that Pathfinder dropped down a second sooner, it could have saved him.
The Apex champions.
Maybe if I threw the heat shield preemptively down too, might be able to save the path. But GG's, good game.
My rank moved up.
Good game. My game freeze. Hello. Are the server dying? No, looks like it's fine now. I mean, I don't have any voice comms from my teammates, and again, the reason why I do that is like, the unfortunate part about streaming on YouTube is the only issue that I have is that on Twitch, and you can pretty much say anything, and like your promotion and where your stream goes doesn't really matter, but it does matter on YouTube that if somebody says something that isn't, it could be somebody completely different, not me, says something wildly inappropriate in game, that impacts my channel, you know? This is the downside of it. So we can open these in the meantime. Alright, server, I believe in you. It's been a good day. I feel like we've managed to teach a lot and talk about a lot. Alright, Tyler, you have yourself a good one. Thank you so much for vibing and hanging out, dude. We're talking about the you guys were talking about the lag. I mean, I guess I'm getting in the lobby. Thank God it's not happening in the game. Unqueue and go one more time. You know the good time about the time that we stream is that we get a little bit of one map and then we get a little bit of another. It's actually not bad. Is the April Fool's event live? Try again. I honestly think it's because I don't stick to the same strat for cleaning one team and then going for position. It only works when you're all very well coordinated. It's the only time it works. Well, the randoms, it's not very easy to do because you can't predict if they're gonna wide swing with you if you just go for it. Like an example, like when we're gating that team outside of zone, yeah, I could have moved up and just wide swung with it, but they also hesitated to even push because there was a guy on the far left. Now, let's say they did push it, and then I did come in for cleanup to do what needed to do. It's risky because the guys on the left could have pushed us, and then we could have been the team on the low ground pushing in late. And then we may not have won that round. You know? It's just harder when it comes to the randoms. on if you're able to push something and wide swing it or not, you know? It's just having a lot of understanding of what your teammates are going to do and what they're capable of, you know? And sometimes you're put in a scenario where you have no choice but to push. So you saw me trying to find an opening. I did a lot of damage to the fuse and I worked my way into the fight and then they just left, right? I could have pushed forward and jumped down on the team down below, but I noticed my teammates weren't making any play. So I was like, you know, we'll just hold. So you just kind of have to go with the speed and momentum of your current team. You'll even notice that a lot of creators that do bronze to masters, you have to play at the same pacing as your teammates. You just can't run out and leave them because you need them, whether they're a meat shield or they're there to showcase presence. If any team at a higher level knows that you're by yourself, they're just going to push you and eliminate you. It's such an easy call. This guy's by himself. He's playing by himself. Like, it's easy. And you can pretty much take out any player, no matter how good their aim is at that level. I mean, it's how you, let's say when there's cheaters in the lobby and it's annoying to deal with them, if you can isolate who the cheater is and just push them all together, usually you can eliminate them because they have no game sense. They suck at the game. This is the only game where there's a viable strat to beat cheaters. In CSGO, I just feel like it's virtually impossible, or Valorant. I hate cheaters. I condone or condemn and put them, they're lower than humans. They're trash. Anybody who cheats in a game, like any game for that matter. But I can't stress enough how bad it is just to cheat. But also the fact they don't learn anything. They play so bad. They play terrible. And I've heard a lot of statistics say that you'll have one cheater out of every 3 games that you play. And if that's the case, I mean, there's a lot of cheaters that suck at this game, dude. And it is weird. Some of them do some really questionable stuff and rotating. I'm like, how do you know that? Or how is it possible that you played that way or predicted? And I'm like, man, you must have next level game sense or you're cheating. And I guess for most of the time, I have to assume that we're on an equal playing field, but it is a very high statistic, especially when you're in the upper ranks, that you're running into a cheater. What's going on with the servers? Is rank dead right now? Oh, there it goes. I just have to talk crap about it for a second. Yeah, seeing people play cheaters because they don't know what to do. They suck. They'll literally what they'll do is they waste their whole mag on like a knockdown shield and they don't know how to play. You know, they don't know how to wide swing properly. They don't know how to occupy space. They just don't know what they're doing. It's the ones that are impossible to deal with, the ones that are like blatantly walling and rage cheating, but most of the time they get taken care of relatively quick. But when you know there's somebody cheating in the lobby, it's very apparent, and then you like either go to the other side of the map or you manage to catch them out of position because they suck. Especially if they're running through zone and they know that they can't aimbot you down because they know that zone is going to hurt them more than it is you, so they're stuck, you know?
Don't look so shocked.
Let's go Thunderwatch. Ranked is beyond dead right now. Seems like it's fine. There might be less people because it's the last 2 days of ranked before the split. But it also could be really sweaty right now. It's always like I'd say that like the last weekend is like the worst time to ever play ranked. It's when you run into the most cheaters and you run into the most tryhards. So if you're trying to rank over this weekend, just